I just gotta wait for my server browser to show me the thingy. I just gotta wait for. I guess we got really caught up in things we were saying to Keem.
We were saying really gay things to Keem.
Is Keen one of them homosexuals?
Nope.
It's just he just gets uncomfortable, and I was like, "Yeah, dude. I remember when I first lost her to Jay. I just came inside her, and I was like, man, I can really go for some dick right now." And he was like, "What?"
Jeez.
And the moment Keem was getting all aggressive, he was like, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you guys when I see you in real life. My response was, I swear to God, Keem, I'm gonna take both my hands and I'm gonna beat the shit out of your meat.
He sounds pretty gay.
Oh my god! I remember when we recorded him because one time I said our friend Jason is really who's homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
We said that he's actually the straightest person on the server, and then Keem said, "If that's true, then I'm the gayest nigga in the server." And then we just recorded him saying it.
Also, sorry, Twitch.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
Shit.
I didn't. Oh.
Yeah, you guys are going off. Illusion goes, I'm streaming, by the way. And you guys just go off.
For the record, Twitch, he's like a chocolate brown on the darkness scale, so it's okay.
I didn't say it. I didn't drop it, I thought.
I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine, dude.
FBI's gonna kick down my door.
FBI.
Alright. Are you guys ready to get fucked in a well?
It's the first for me. I was admitting I'd never even seen a well in real life or know how they work, so I think that's why I just leaped in.
Yeah, I'm ready to die.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way we get TPK'd, right?
No way.
No way.
I need to pee and get water.
What?
I need to pee and get water.
Okay.
This is where, like, the title card flashes and says the gang gets TPK'd.
Mm-hmm. There we
Look
go.
how much went wrong the moment we lost our leader.
It's almost like you need a strong leadership figure. Welcome to another game of Skyfall 5e. It's good to have you guys back. How was the week?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good week. Have you been styling upon people in games of Dragon Ball Z?
No, I've
I
only
imagine
been playing
you've just
Monster
been-
Hunter.
Yeah. It's got the bug. Did you hop on that too, Kami?
Oh no, I have it on PS4 and I didn't really enjoy it, and
Oh, no
so
shit.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like the new hotness right now.
I
haven't
nut
played
to it
either.
every night.
I think for me, as bad as it sounds, like every time I play with my friends, I just sit there like I'm just getting carried the entire time, and I'm like I'd rather just be by myself with my cat.
Gotcha. Alright.
How's WoW, Andrew?
Oh, I think he fell over. He's
Oh,
getting
fuck.
water. He'll be back.
Oh, true, true.
Anyway, in our last session, like I said, you guys tumbled down into a well found at the bottom floor, or what you thought was the bottom floor, of some sort of strange ruins. When we return here, you guys are very much so in darkness, and I'm actually going to choose a specific one of you to go to first. So... Ooch, you went in first, and then after that, I think Jesse jumped in. And wait, was it Kotar or Jesse first?
It was Kotar second, Jesse.
Okay. Jesse, were you possessed when you went down the well, or did you jump down of your own volition to save your friends?
I was possessed.
Okay, I thought as much. So, the first thing that we'll do is We're going to start with you, BP. Now, the last thing that you remember was being at the top of the tower and climbing down to try and get out. And after that, something happened. You remember a moment where there was like a spectral hand that came out of the wall and reached for you. And you remember panicking to a degree, trying to escape from it. But past that, everything else just seems like a blur. When you come to, everything is disoriented, and it feels kind of like you're moving through water almost. You can't see anything. What do you want to do?
Am I... Oh, wait, I'm just in water?
It feels like it, yeah. You can't see anything. And when you move, there's like a resistance to your movements.
Is there walls all around me?
When you look around to see if there's any walls, you just see darkness. Flailing your hands, you get nothing.
Well, I'll walk in a direction. I can't pick anything, so I'll walk whatever is forward for me.
Sure. Now, you're currently standing on the ground, and when you go to start walking, you can feel that your feet dip into some kind of like a muck. There's like a resistance to it. And when you step around, you seem to disturb something. And you hear like a swish nearby, and some sort of pressure pushes against you, like something's just passed alongside your body in the darkness.
Oh, no. I'll throw my gun in my chest and hold the spear on my back.
Okay.
Keep trudging forward.
Now you start to fiddle around with your stuff, and it's not the easiest given that you can't see, but you do find the spear and replace your weapons. And then you hear something. It's like a dull sort of splash up ahead, and it sounds like it's coming from above you. You think something just landed in the water on the surface.
I'm unable to swim up. I can't, like, look up and see it, can I?
When you look upwards, it's mostly dark, but you do see little flecks of light. They're quite distorted. It doesn't really give you a picture of what's up there. The light is warbling around so much that you have no idea what you're looking at.
All I can do is keep walking in a direction.
Okay. I'd like you to roll luck, please.
Well, that's not good. Big dice for big numbers. That's a 2.
Okay. You start to walk. Kotar. For you, you were last possessed around...
Wait, I was possessed?
Oh, did you jump in after BP of your own volition?
Yeah, remember I told I took some stuff off. I think I just had like a sword with me. Or no, I took an axe with me and I gave my stuff to
Jesse and then jumped in?
Jesse. Yeah, I was about to say Jonah. Talking about Jonah Hill earlier.
So you leap down into the well, and when you hit the surface of the water, thankfully, your body plunges into a very, very cold pool of some kind. And during that fall, when you emerge from the well, there's a brief moment where you actually realize you're in a cave, and you see what looks like light for a second off in one direction, right before just plunging down into the water. And when you fall into the water, everything is dark. You can barely see. And a moment later, buoyancy takes its course and gradually causes you to go back up to the surface. You can see that up above you, there's a cavern ceiling, which is rather damp and reflects what looks to be like an eerie sort of greenish glow that comes from one end of the cave. It looks like it's pretty far away, maybe about 100, 200 feet away, and the pool that you're in is large enough that you can't really see the back walls. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess the logical thing would be to head towards where I last saw the light.
Okay. You start swimming for that light. It's tough to see exactly what it is, and it doesn't cast too much of a glow, just enough that there's a glittering that passes over the top of the ceiling. But as you get closer and closer towards it, going maybe 20, 30 feet, you can see a little bit more. It looks to be a greenish flame of some kind, with like a bluish tinge to it. And it hangs from a torch that is suspended tall enough that it's about person height. And it looks to be on the shore of something, further on the other side of the pool. Oh, hey Z.
Sorry.
You're
All right.
swimming over in that direction, and you hear something. Behind you, there's a very loud splash. You can't see in the water because of how dark it is, but something lands right where you had come out of the well.
Might have been, well, logically thinking, if it came from where I came from, that's the well. I mean, it might be Jesse. I can't see though. I'm gonna swim. I'm gonna swim towards where I just heard the water splash of someone falling.
Sure. You turn around and start to swim. Jesse, you remember looking at the well there after Kotar had leapt into the thing. Less than a couple seasons back, you were working on a nice mansion in the middle of Hillcrest, and now here you are facing at some sort of unknown abyss in a place you've never been to. And then it takes you. A darkness runs over you, and you black out. And when you come to, you're floating in the water there, and it's unbelievably cold. You can't see anything other than little flickers of light up on the ceiling and one source off in the distance. And the water is not still. Something is moving in it in your direction.
Do I remember Kotar well, I guess I would remember Kotar going in.
Yes.
So I would probably realize that Kotar is around me.
Sure.
I'd probably like start to shout out like Kotar, because I'm assuming I can't see anything, right?
Yeah, it's dark other than the little flickers of light on the ceiling and one source off in the distance.
I'll start calling out for Kotar.
Sure. Kotar, you hear Jesse's voice as he calls out.
Yeah, I'll start.
No.
Oh, my bad. I'll start like swimming faster towards it, just like calling out as well.
Can you call out, Jesse?
Kotar!
Now we're playing D&D.
There we go. That's what you hear. He doesn't seem particularly afraid, but maybe angry or something.
I'm a little frightened. I could try to work a little more horror into that. Kotar! There we go. I'll take that.
Do you respond, Kotar?
I'm kind of afraid what's in here, so I'm just gonna like just swim faster towards him.
Okay. There's no response, Jesse. Whatever this thing is that's moving in the water towards you, it swims with a purpose, and it's not just a thrashing. Whatever it is that's coming towards you knows how to swim and does not respond when you call out for Kotar. You feel something brush along the bottom of your foot within the water.
I will frantically try to get this thing off of me.
It doesn't latch on, it's just like something passing by, and you flail your foot for a moment and it's gone.
Oh shit, that wasn't Kotar.
Could I interject? Or
Sure. BP, you're walking along the bottom of the water here, and you had heard that splash up ahead and just continued walking for a bit until you're eventually interrupted by something when you step forward and there's nothing in front of you to put your foot onto. And I need you to make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, motherfucker. Is this at disadvantage?
'Cause you're a shit robot? Yes.
Because I'm a shit robot. It's a saving throw?
Yes.
15.
You go to step forward, and your foot means nothing. It just steps into some sort of unknown black abyss in front of you. Your stomach sinks as you begin to fall, but you turn around and manage to grab onto the lip of some sort of muddy, rocky, well, whatever this is here at the bottom of the well, and keep yourself from falling, crawling back up top.
Am I able to glance up at this point?
Yeah, you can look up. You still see the little bits of light and stuff.
Do I see
Interestingly
figures
enough,
in the water?
you see what looks like two black silhouettes on the lights, and one is like moving around towards the other.
Are those in the direction that is not this cliff?
Yeah, I would say it's behind you.
Well, I can't walk towards this cliff. I'll just walk not at the figures, but just completely the opposite. Just 180.
Okay. You turn around. Whatever this hole is, you're not keen to go down it, and head back in the other direction. Now, you're wandering along there, and while you're moving, I'd like you to make a perception check.
No! Well, fuck me. 9.
Okay. You head off and make your way over towards these other people, and or these other shapes up at top above you, and you see something off in the darkness. It's not above you, but instead it's a light source that's what looks to be maybe far away, or maybe it's close. It's tough to tell in the complete darkness, but it looks like a string of lights, like a small strand of string being pulled along with little light orbs at different parts on it. And it kind of like snakes through the water.
Oh, that's terrifying. Is that in the way that I'm walking, or?
No, it looks like it's off to the side.
We're not. Let me check. Do you think for Hunter's sense I need to see all of it?
No, you can
I guess
probably
I don't
see
know if
part
it's a
of it.
creature or not. I assume it's a fish.
Would you like to hunter sense it?
If it's 60 feet in front of me, I would.
Oh, okay. Do you want to expend a charge trying to hunter sense it?
I would. Would.
Okay. You go to hunter sense this thing, and mercifully, perhaps, it is out of the 60 feet. But given how big those orbs are, that's not a small creature off in the distance.
Woo! We're gonna not walk at that thing. We're gonna walk where I was heading. Hopefully it stays away.
Okay. Are you keeping your eye on the thing?
Yeah. Do I lose a charge of Hunter Sense, or does
Yes.
it just... Okay.
Meanwhile, up on the surface, Jesse, the thing is getting closer and closer, and Kothar, you're approaching Jesse. You can reach out and touch him.
Alright, I'm gonna, kind of, come out the water and just try to reach for him, like, Jesse, it's me.
I'll kind of freak out a little bit and then realize it's Kotar. Kind of like a okay.
Perfect. You guys meet each other up here. BP is missing, though, it seems.
I realize it's a little difficult, Kotar, but do you know where BP is?
I haven't seen him. I saw a light ahead though. Perhaps you. Do you know how to swim?
Well enough.
I'd like you both to make perception checks, please.
Pretty sure that is there. Oh no, that's not that bad. 11.
Okay.
I'll just...
As 21.
Kothar, you're happy to be back with Jesse here, and things look like they might be on the up and up, but you do realize that BP is missing, and taking like a momentary glance around the place to see if maybe there's a clue, you notice something down there in the water. Something lurks. It moves in an organic fashion, snaking around. It's like a collection of lights, almost, like a train of wisps moving about. And it looks like it's far under and far away in the water.
Jesse,
Yeah.
do not be alarmed, but we need to move quickly towards the light I saw. There's something in the water.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm like kind of freaking out in person right now because like like I was just telling you, like I hate open water and this is freaking me the fuck out. All right, Jesse, follow me, okay? If you want, we can stay side by side. I won't swim.
I will
beyond.
grab your arm and follow.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we're going towards the light.
You guys
Hopefully
start to
it's not
swim for the light. And as you do, things become more complicated for you, BP. The two things meet, and given the circumstances that have led up to where you are right now, you may have pieced together these could be your friends, or maybe unfortunate things that are also in here. Maybe they're creatures that dwell in the water, but either way, these two silhouettes meet, and then they both start moving off in one direction, it seems. And you notice something. The ball of lights over there that you've been keeping tabs on seems to change course and moves towards them.
Oh no.
Something brushes up against you.
Against me?
Yeah, you feel something slide against your trash can body.
Not seducing me, is it? Is it? Can I look at it? Am I able to see it?
You're in the pitch black.
Well, can't do anything about it. Are those two creatures, are the two blobs on the surface moving towards the direction I'm moving in?
Yeah, they're kind of going towards the right now, which is mercifully away from the creature, it seems.
I'll try to follow the silhouettes.
Okay.
I think.
You try and follow along, and...
Mr. Fish in the water, please don't destroy my soul.
The two of you over here are starting to make your way over. Now, are you guys going, like, trying to be stealthy as you do so, or are you guys, like, thrashing around in the water? Are you going, like, Sonic speed, or what?
Whether or not we're trying to be stealthy, I am thrashing like an animal.
Okay, perfect.
And I'm trying to stay with him, because I already know I can outswim the hell out of him, but I'm trying to stay with him.
Okay.
And honestly, if he's thrashing, I already know stealth is not gonna work. I'm gonna thrash. In my head, I feel like the thing already knows. Like, I already caught our scent, so we should try to be making as fast as possible here.
Okay. You guys start to make your way over, and I'd like both of you to make for me athletics rolls, please.
Specifically athletics?
Yes.
I believe that's just a 10 for me.
Alright.
Oh,
That is a 10.
Okay. You guys are swimming along. You know, you've done this before, having grown up on the coast and whatnot, and some of you being kind of adapted to it. And BP, you notice something. You're trying to follow behind these two silhouettes, and walking on the ground, you know, you're not particularly fast. You see those balls of light getting closer and closer. And as you're following behind the silhouettes, and this thing seems to be following behind them, your paths are about to converge. What do you want to do?
wait, my pads are about to converge with the orbs of light?
So, picture you've got, like, here's Jesse and Kotar, right? And they're going off in that direction. Balls of light are like this, and you're like this kind of thing. So if you want to keep following them, this is going to bump into you.
Are balls of light above me?
It seems
Or...
it seems like they're above you, yeah.
Well, I'll try to follow the... As long as I'm under the balls of light, that's fine. That's fine.
Now, that I don't mean like they're literally above you, but it seems like they're higher than you in the water column. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but as long as they're like, as long as its z-axis is above mine, then I'm
right,
fine.
Then you're okay. Okay. So you keep going, and you're not really able to keep pace with these two silhouettes. They're moving faster than you. Your body wasn't really made for this kind of thing. The balls of light get closer and closer, and then at some point, they do pass over you. And when they do, one of them, or not one of them, sorry, but something above you bumps into you in the complete darkness, and it hits you with the force of like a caravan moving by, and it just knocks you over into the mud, and you take 2 damage.
Force of a caravan.
Yeah, got pretty lucky there. You know, the
Nice.
water, the water and the mud has softened the blow.
It's a soft caravan.
Yeah, it's padded.
Is its course being changed at all, or is it going straight for the silhouettes?
Interestingly enough, the balls of light are very difficult to see now that they're above you. And it's not like just straight orbs. It's like you were looking at a circle that's been turned on its side now, so it looks more like oval-shaped almost. And they kind of contort in a way that makes you wonder whether or not they're still going in the same direction or not. But either way, you definitely just touched it, and it pushed you over into the muck.
Well, I'll get up and try to pick up my speed.
Okay. You get up and start to shuffle, and continue following after this thing. Meanwhile, for the other two here, Kotar, you had seen that thing in the water. Are you paying any attention to it, or are you just like focusing on moving fast for the light?
I mean, I would have paid attention as best as I could, because I know I can't see in the dark.
Sure. You keep swimming, and along with Jesse, try to make your way there as fast as you can. And at some point during your swimming, you just make a side glance looking back into the water, and you see the balls of light moving closer and closer. And at the rate that you are going, you think they're going to outrun you before you can get to this torch off in the distance.
um. Hmm. have a plan,
Okay.
but
Now's a good time for a plan.
swimming with Jesse, I'm gonna say, Jesse, I'm going to distract them. Keep swimming. I'm much faster, okay?
Okay. I'll trust you.
And
At this point, I would like you to both make contested luck rolls.
oh my god.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be tough to beat. So who rolled a 2?
I rolled a 2.
Probably.
Okay. Kothar, you go to turn, right? You've got a plan. You're about to change trajectory, and Jesse, barely before you can finish nodding to him, something happens, and you feel a great undercurrent, like all the pressure underneath you has just reversed, like something sucking you down. And it's enough to pull your head underwater for just 2 seconds, Jesse, before you surface again. But when you do, and you get back up and look around, Kothar's missing. You don't hear him swimming next to you or anything. Kothar, a vortex of pressure underneath you suddenly turns negative, and you are pulled under the water. And then immediately after that, everything sounds kind of muted in a weird way. Like the echo of the water in the room is different, and you can't see anything, including the little lights that seem to dance across the top of the ceiling.
Oh. I'm not sure what to do in the situation.
Okay. BP, you're following along, and eventually you see what looks like the lights start to drift off into a different direction. When you look back above where they were headed, you see just one silhouette.
One's just gone?
Yeah.
Oh. Is the string of lights still here?
You do see them, yeah, but they're going off into a different direction.
Oh. Can I need check ranges.
Also, Jesse, what would you do after seeing Kothar disappear?
I would go Kothar, except amplify that by like 10,000 volume and reach my arms around in the water and try and see if I can feel it.
Okay. You flail madly hoping to find him, and unfortunately don't.
Is the string of lights at 90 feet?
You still think it's pretty close to you, yeah. It's probably less than that.
Can I hunter's mark it?
Sure. You hunters mark the creature.
And keep walking.
Okay.
I can't do anything.
The silhouette seems to have stopped in its position and is thrashing about madly, causing all the light, which you've been using to kind of track it, to warble about and everything. What are you doing, Jesse? It's gone. He's gone.
I'm just making my way towards this torch.
Okay.
Supposedly.
You start to swim, and I'd like an athletics check, please.
Ooh.
BP, you notice the lights seem to make a turn and go back towards the other silhouette.
14.
Okay. Jesse, you finally get there. You swim like a madman, and for what seems like an eternity, you thrash about in the water until eventually you're able to get your body onto the sand, or these really coarse sort of rocks, and make your way up. When you do, and you turn and look back in the water, for a second there you see what looks like these huge, luminous orbs underneath the water moving by. And then they just kind of turn, and whatever it is, it's so large that there's like a wave above on the water, the same way that like the dirt is pushed out of the way for a burrowing creature, or the sand is moved out of the way for a sandworm passing underneath.
Shit.
Yeah, I agree, buddy.
I mean, what can I even do? I mean, I'm just kind of like looking at it. I can't really do anything.
Okay.
I'm just trying to defend myself with my weapons, I guess, with whatever this light is.
Sure. Meanwhile, BP, you continue going and see that the thing has made it out of the water, and you can tell why as you're getting closer and closer. You can see that source of light up there faintly through the water surface, and can feel how the shallows are starting to come up. Jesse, you see BP walk out of the water here next to you.
Oh, thank God. Thank Titan.
BP, are you okay? Is this BP even? Are you still? I guess, are you still possessed?
Possessed? Well, I'm not at the bottom of the tower, so... Speaking of, how did I get here? Where am I?
We both tried to stop you. You just wouldn't listen to us, and you just went to the bottom of the tower, and in the basement of this tower we were in, you just jumped into this well. So Kotar and I just happened to follow you. Some of us went willingly, some others didn't.
BP did not do this.
Yes, you did. Is why we're in this situation. We're at the bottom of the well of this tower.
Well, where is Kothar?
That's a great question. I was running with him, trying to get to this light source right here, and he got dragged under by some creature. I couldn't find him, so I just did what I thought was best, which was to come to the light.
That all makes sense.
Looking back at the water, it's not... Checking ranges. Doesn't Hunter's Mark tell you... I have advantage on trying to find it.
Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. Advantage on any wisdom perception or wisdom survival check you make to find it.
Ah. Would you like to see if you can find it?
I just want to see if I can still see it moving around in the water.
Make a perception roll, and do so with advantage.
Ooh. Perception, that would be a 20 altogether.
20. Your magical spell still lingers on the thing and gives you a strange sort of advantage in trying to find it. When you look out across the water, there's all these strange little reflective lights from the torch bouncing off of the ceiling and whatnot, and looking at the surface, you see reflections there as well, which make life more difficult. But by some sort of strange magic, you're able to zone in on the few lights that move in the way that betrays that they belong to the creature, further off in the depths of the water, snaking about. It's still in there.
I definitely see the creature.
It never seems to be leaving. Is it like hanging around the shore? Does it seem to have a pattern at all?
Watching the thing, you watch it kind of move like this, and it's just kind of slowly going along. Now, meanwhile, Kothar, what are you up to?
So, am I just submerged in water right now?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Damn it. Hate this situation. I don't know which way's up. I'm going to... Huh. I do. I'm just gonna swim in a direction.
Sure.
Like,
you turn
yeah.
and go to move in one direction, and when you do, you move your hand out, and your hand presses against some kind of film. It's like a rubbery, slippery thing. It has like a leathery quality to it as well, and it pushes back against your hand. It's unmistakably organic.
Oh.
It all clicks.
You feel something strange as well. Something sort of long and snaking wraps its way around your ankle.
Oh, god damn. Not even
Kothar does not
armed.
appreciate the vor.
I am not even armed correctly for this. I have a bludgeoning weapon with me.
Smash my own foot.
I'm gonna bite at it.
Ah, okay. Make a bite attack, please. And you have advantage to hit,
Woohoo!
since it's basically stuck to one spot.
Ooh! Alright.
A or alright, so it's first one was 21.
Roll damage.
Okay. Alright, that was not rolled well at all. There we go.
God.
7 damage?
You bite down, and whatever it is that's holding onto your leg suddenly releases, and you taste blood in the water as well. But then you hear a rumbling. It's not directional so much as it comes echoing in equidistant from every direction, and it sounds just like a...
Oh.
Then there's a thrash, and your whole body is pushed against up on the sort of like leathery surface again.
This might be dumb, but can I bite this leathery wall?
You try to do so, but find that you can't get your teeth around it.
Damn it.
Now, meanwhile, you two are up on the surface looking around, and BP, you spot the thing. And then for a moment, the lights seem to thrash. They suddenly change course, and when they do, there's a rumble, and both of you hear it.
Oh.
Can I see this thing?
You can make a perception check.
Can I be, like, guiding him at all?
Sure. Yeah, you can roll with advantage there, Jesse.
Uh, 15.
You could see the thing.
Is it swimming? Does it just thrash in place, or is it swimming away?
Yeah, it's going like this, and then it just kind of turns around.
Oh God. Just because it's in my thought, I'll make sure to put Draken's book on the ground over there, like near the torch.
Sure. Now, there's a strange sort of sensation that begins to creep in here, Kothar. And you feel the thing reach out and touch at you again. Once more, something tentacly grabs for you. And this time I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check if you want to resist it.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist it.
Okay.
If you want.
That's an 8.
The thing reaches out again. This time, it grabs onto your torso, getting itself around your waist. It's more difficult to really gnaw at the thing, and you try to force it off with your hands, but you're unable to do so. After it seems to have grabbed there, the thing goes slack for a second, and you wonder if it's about to let go. And then your whole body is torn in one direction, and you get pulled through the water, bumping against something. You feel like It's like you're being forced down a slimy tube almost. And then when you're brought into the water again, you can feel that something has definitely changed. The water around you is unmistakably warmer than it was before, and you feel like your scales almost itch for a second. And then you feel like you're submerged in acid.
Oh, man.
Is it near the top of the surface, or is it deep in?
It seems like it alternates between the two. Momentarily it comes up, then it thrashes down, then it goes back up.
Taking out the pistol, if it ever nears the top, can I take a shot at it?
Sure. What's the range on your pistol?
It's 90 feet? I feel like it's...
You should be
Let
fine.
me double... Okay.
Make an attack.
Fuck! 14?
14. You take your pistol out and fire a shot towards the water when it momentarily comes up. And you see like a thrash from the lights and hear a splash, but you don't know how effective you've been.
Jesse, we need to either try to kill it from here, or see if we can ground it on this island. Although, maybe our...
Now, meanwhile, Kothar, I need you to make for me a Constitution saving throw.
After this, can you describe me, like, the area, what it looks like and stuff?
Inside?
Yeah.
You have no idea. It's completely dark.
Damn it. Alright, that is... Scroll up. Oh, I'm good at these. That's 18.
You take 4 acid damage.
Damn it.
Wherever it is that you are right now, the fluid that you're submerged in is slowly eating away at your skin. Your scales are able to fight it off, and it feels like you have a resistance to it almost. But in the spots where you're fleshier than most, you can feel it starting to burn away, like places where maybe your nails meet or around your eyes or stuff like that.
So, like, it's like... I'm completely submerged in it, right?
Yeah, you're in like a pool of mild acid.
Kind of like swim up to the top and use my warhammer to like just start flailing around. As I'm really not sure what to do.
There doesn't seem to be much for a top. When you get up there, there's no air or any reprieve. You just bump against that leathery surface again. Do you want to swing your warhammer at it?
Yep.
Okay. Make an attack for me, please. You can roll with advantage, as it can't really go anywhere.
Okay. Seven or 11 plus 5, so 16.
Mm-hmm. Yep, roll damage.
Okay.
Alright. We'll kill the big Nessie monster.
That's 5 plus 2, 7.
Okay. You swing your hammer at the thing, and it proves to be ineffectual. When your hammer meets the leathery surface, not only does it seem to just be pushed back, but you don't smell anything like blood entering the water to show your progress. It's just that stinging acid that you can sense. Meanwhile, up on the shore, what are you guys up to?
Anytime it gets near the surface, I'll take a shot.
Jesse, try to hit it with your bow.
Okay. Attempt to shoot it as well.
You guys can both make an attack.
Oh, Jesus. 19.
The 19 hits.
11.
Miss.
Nice. 12, 15 damage.
Okay. You fire a shot again, and this time it elicits a whole bunch of thrashing from the creature. It seems to undulate and almost make a spiral downwards, and then when it comes back up, it swoops up through the water in your group's direction.
Oh, the Jesse-ionized?
Yep.
Holy fuck.
Dodge?
This mouth bursts out of the water, and the surface of it that it pushes out is like probably the size of a small house. Its mouth opens, and you can see what looks like a row of teeth that are probably completely unnecessary, as its mouth could easily contain both you and Jesse with no problem. And when it opens up, you see what looks like a sort of blackish orb at the back, and realize that it's its tongue, and it shoots out in your direction, BP. And I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Is that disadvantage?
Yes. Nope, just for BP.
Don't be total dog shit! Oh, God! 22.
You're able to move out of the way, and the tongue lurches forward and strikes a bunch of gravel, pulling that into the water, and the mouth closes, and then it sort of starts to swim down.
Do we have time to react?
Sure.
Or do anything?
What do you want to do?
Is this... Do I get, like, a bonus action type deal?
Sure.
Or do I get only one?
No, you can have a normal turn. What do you want to do?
I'll Hunter's... Flayer's Prey it.
Okay.
So it's both marks now. And I'll ready the wave cannon. I'll try to take a shot as it's leaving.
Okay.
Lucian's just trying to make this thing as scary as possible for me.
Let's hope wave cannon hits. Oh, fuck! I'm gonna attack on precision.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's the martial adept maneuver.
Okay.
So it's a D8. Right, let me just make sure so I don't fuck this up.
If you got straight from the feet, I think it's a 1d6.
It's a D6? Alright, that's a D6.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now because I was looking at feet because I'm pretty sure I'm making a new character. So
7, 13. Let's hope this D6 is good.
it just slid. It just slid across the.
Do you want to count that?
Was it not a roll?
It just slid. He threw
I jangled a lot in my hands and then threw it at the table, and it just slid on a 3.
Oh, you can roll better.
But what if I don't want to?
Why'd you ask?
Can I take the 16?
No, I think now you gotta roll it. That wasn't really a roll.
Yeah, why'd you even bring it up?
No!
That's unfortunate.
Oh my god!
If only there was some way to prevent that.
Well, I was just, being a nice guy. 7 plus... Not even a 7, it's a wave count plus N. 2... 5... It's only a 12 to hit.
Your arm sends off its burst towards the water and displaces a great deal of it. It's like a crater that you momentarily form in the water there, giving you a small sight of the creature with a very thin amount of water between it and yourself, so you get to see the details of its body, which is not really scaly or anything. It's almost like ghastly, some sort of weird leathery skin. But you don't seem to have dented it at all, just sending the water rippling. You realize how the refraction has sent your shot off to the side, and you've missed. The creature continues to move past. Jesse, what are you doing?
God damn it.
Do I get a chance to maybe
Yeah, you have a full turn. What do you want to do here? The thing is moving past.
Can I like bonus action hide?
There's nowhere really to hide here, but sure.
Damn it. Well, I mean, if it's just not gonna work, then.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just gonna go for 2 attacks on it with the short bow.
Sure.
Sure. Let's try. So make an attack roll.
On
13.
Miss.
Go for the bonus attack.
You have a bonus attack?
I don't think you get one with bow.
Oh right. Okay. I just
Do rogues get 2 attacks at level 5 though?
No, I don't think so. They just get an increase in sneak die.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it just happens then.
You fire the
Oh,
arrow
damn
and it
it.
misses, and the thing moves past, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Kothar.
Fuck. Alright.
Really good at these.
I'm really good at these. This terrifying ass Mario 64 snake thing. That's a. Just looked at. That should be a 17. Should be. Check. Yep, that's a 17.
17, okay. You take 2 points of acid damage.
That wasn't so bad. And next time I fail, you take 26 damage.
Now, how much air do you have underwater? Your race has a thing, right, where they have a certain amount of time?
I have to double check that. But it's not on my sheet. Let me check.
Sure. Yeah, give it a look.
It says-
It's not something that comes up often.
Loading. Too many tabs open. Alright, here we go. Alright.
Creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier.
Yeah, and it says lizardfolk can hold their breath up to 15 minutes at a time.
Okay.
Oh.
The thing begins to snake away, and it plunges down towards the depths now, moving further down.
Jesus! Why didn't I bring my axe or spear with me? God.
Just hammers.
I just have a hammer. I gave literally everything to Jesse, and it just like put the hammer on my back and dove in.
Better keep swinging with that hammer, boy.
Yeah, this time I'm not gonna be dumb. I'm a 2-hand swing with the hand. Wait, I have 2 attacks. Oh. All right, I'm gonna versatile like put both my hands on the hammer and swing it.
Sure.
I'm gonna swing it twice because I forgot I'm level 5. It's been a long 7 plus 5.
Really good.
Roll again.
Alright.
So you missed the first attack. Okay.
That's 18.
Your second one hits. You can roll damage.
Alright. 1d10. Where? That's 10 total damage.
You swing out, and this time when you do, your hammer actually hits the leathery wall with a bit of force. And when you do, the creature has some sort of reaction to it. You feel your direction suddenly change, and you bump up against one of the walls as you're jostled about. As this happens, you also feel something else, which is the walls afterwards kind of push you into one direction and leave you sort of floating around in the acid.
Ouch.
Now, what are you guys doing over here?
How large did it look?
It's pretty big.
Look at the token. That's huge. Oh, this is terrifying.
I mean, what can we do?
I have to like pan my camera off to not look at it.
Just move it to the side.
All I can do is shoot, but that seems to not be working.
I did you see the size of it? I mean, I can't really go in after him.
I was thinking about grounding it, but it's way too large.
Meanwhile, Kotar. Ah!
Maybe if we do enough damage, you could throw him up. That's all I can think of.
It's the only solution, but I have to actually hit it.
I guess that's confirming that you guys know I'm in there, maybe. It's just floating around. I thought you guys were shooting because you didn't want to go in the water.
I assumed that it swallowed you. The giant snake thing moved to the two silhouettes and then you disappeared.
That makes a lot of sense.
Do you guys want to make some attacks on it?
That's all we can do!
Okay.
You guys kill it, and it's all of a sudden, he's not in here. Kotar's in another fish. It's like a complete different fish.
Do we get 2 attacks? Or do I get 2 attacks?
It's a regular turn.
Okay. First hit's a 16.
Okay, that hits.
Second one's a 20 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
15? Why did you roll twice, I guess?
Miss.
I get 2 attacks as a ranger things at level 5. So do fighters. That's why Miguel rolled multiple dice too. Don't roll off the table. Goodbye, dice.
What?
Oh my bad. Did you want me to let it fall? I was catching it. I'm sorry.
Go let it fall. Let it fall.
Alright, my bad.
That's its fate.
It's not bad.
10, 13, 16 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
That was not Doki Doki. 4, 5, 8.
You fire more shots into the water. Kothar, something happens. You don't know what it is, but the wall just like slams into you. And when it does, it's not just like the force of the creature. It's like it's something solid behind it almost. And you take...
Oh god!
I just got shot.
Well, maybe it's like the body freaking out.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the wall smashes against you. As for you guys on the island, you watch as the thing goes further towards the bottom. You have an idea of how deep this whole pool is, BP, as you walked on it. And you see what looks like the creature, like, swim down to the bottom and then bump against the surface, or sorry, bump against the bottom of the lake.
Is it acting like enraged? Or
it seems to snake up and down. So if this was like the surface of the, or sorry, the bottom of the water, it goes and just kind of like this kind of pattern.
can I try like insight checking it?
Sure.
Is it trying to smash me?
That's gonna be a 19.
You definitely think that the creature is suffering something unpleasant and is freaking out or moving irregularly. This is not normal for it.
That's a tummy ache.
I think we just need to keep pumping more damage.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay.
I'm out.
Sure. You guys can fire another round of turns at it if you want. It starts to kind of come around and swerve about.
Does Miguel get to slam it from the inside?
Sure.
Woohoo!
Sorry, I'm just thinking of any way to get Migs out. Kothar.
I'd rather die to the ghost thing than this. This is terrifying. God damn it. So I get my second attack, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a full turn.
I got one missed. I got a 19 to hit on the other.
26 for me.
That's
26 hits.
That's a unnatural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Roll D2.
Oh, that was the Kush money.
That was how you say it. Dosh?
That was Dosh?
You got 13.
13,
I got-
okay.
18 damage on mine.
Alright.
Do not.
I got a rock. I got a 3.
I got a rock.
I got a rock.
The thing comes swerving around, and this time it surfaces on the water again, and you watch as its tongue shoots out in your group's direction as it breaches through the surface. And I need a dexterity saving throw from you, please, Jesse.
Jesse,
You're good at these. You're good at dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, sure, man.
The DC is 14.
Oh, you got like a punch, right? You got like a
13.
Oh no!
BP, the water breaks, a splash of white, and it brilliantly shines as the torch is nearby. And the mouth opens up, just this huge set of, like, the bottom and lower jaw pull apart in this massive sort of arrow shape. And you watch as the tongue comes flying out, and Jesse goes to leap out of the side and nearly escapes, but it hits his leg and adheres to it. And then you just watch as he's pulled and disappears into the mouth.
Can I try making like a reaction to save him or anything, or is it no way?
Yeah, you could try. You're a little far away. I'd say you could make a dex save, but you're gonna have to roll high.
Just like dive.
And before you nat one and get dragged into.
Probably disadvantage with my shitty body.
Here we go. Oh no!
No! Oh my god!
Dumb.
Well, it can't get worse than that.
You leap forward to grab for Jesse, but you're unable to do so. Instead, you trip, stepping on a rock by the beach there. You fall down and roll into the water, and when you do, the creature opens its mouth and just sweeps you up inside as well.
Oh my god.
I feel like that was my bad. That was my fault. I jinxed you.
At this point, Kothar, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ah.
Well, I can't really miss, right? If I'm inside him, I just like hold the gun out to the wall.
That's a 12.
12, okay. You take 8 points of acid damage.
Whew.
How you doing, buddy?
That's a good damaga. That's a good damaga. Feeling about a 25 out of 44.
Okay.
Kind of hurting.
As for you two here, I'd like contested luck rolls between BP and Jesse to see who's going to the next chamber. Oh,
Nice job, buddy. I got an 8.
Make an athletics or acrobatics roll, please, BP. As something slimy grabs a hold of you.
Yep. That's a disadvantage. You know. That's a 9.
Well, I didn't roll very high, but I definitely rolled better than that.
Thanks, buddy.
Something slimy grabs a hold of the side of you there, and then you're suddenly pulled in one direction. You feel like you're going down some sort of leathery organic tube, and then a moment later, you emerge into something different. It's still completely dark, and you can't see anything, but you can feel that something is burning away at your metallic skin, like a horrible acid eating away at you. You also bump into something else here, and realize that your hand has touched upon something scaly. You feel a trash can bump against you, Kothar.
If I speak, is it like just muffled?
Yeah, it would just sound like... That's what you hear, Kothar.
Well, in my past experiences, I only know one thing that sounds like that.
True.
Can I, I don't know if we can do this in the dark, but I have a spear on me. Can I somehow hand that to him?
Accidentally stab me.
You can hand a spear to him, yeah. First, though, Jesse, I need you to make for me a Constitution saving throw, please, as you're jostled about in the mouth here, to not lose your breath.
Who needs to breathe?
Don't lose your breath.
15.
Okay, you're still holding on. Now, meanwhile, over here in the stomach, Kothar, something is pushed into your body there, and you feel like there's like a pull, like a quarterstaff or something. As you grab at it, you realize that BP has handed you a spear.
And I'm gonna... Am I able to do anything, or...?
I would say that you've just handed the spear, so you're spent for now.
Okay.
Kothar, what do you want to do?
I'm going to use the spear in my main hand and Warhammer in left hand. I'm gonna swing for the fence.
Please
Okay,
don't swing
sorry.
at your trash can.
The first spear attack.
Oh my
Not
god!
not looking good.
Miss.
Not looking. Second spear attack.
Oh my god!
The
Everybody's getting
spear
it.
just doesn't work. All right,
Jesse, I
bonus.
need from you
Oh, wait, I have
athletics
one
or
more attack.
acrobatics roll.
Wait, I have one more attack, Lucian.
You have a third? Go for it.
Yeah, it's
This
my
one
bonus
can't
action.
be bad, too.
It's the Warhammer. It's my offhand attack. Oh, what are they? I didn't even swing it. Okay, it looks like the Warhammer is the Fishbane. Alright. Okay, that
You can
definitely
roll
hits.
damage. And Jesse, I need an acrobatics or athletics roll from you, please. Something slimy grabs a hold of you in the darkness.
Oh my god!
Well,
10.
that's not very good.
It's 9 damage.
You're rolling like absolute dog shit.
Jesse, something grabs a hold of your leg, it wraps around, you try to snake away from it, but then it's around your knee, and then further up your thigh, and then whoosh, you're suddenly pulled down this leathery tube and thrown into a pool. I need a Constitution saving throw from everybody.
I wish I knew how anatomy worked.
I don't know if this... Is this like true to Fishnet? I don't know if it is. Anybody know how giant Nessies work?
I got 19.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Kothar, you take 2 acid damage.
Woohoo!
BP, you got 19 as well.
Yeah,
You take 3 acid damage. And Tox, you got 7.
he got a rock.
You take 6 acid damage.
That wasn't that bad.
Hey, Jesse, keep fucking starting up.
Question mark.
We all just take like one side of the stomach and start smashing.
You guys are all pressed against each other, and now that Jesse has been forced in here, and you can feel that he's entered into this chamber as well, the walls are pressing forcibly against all of you.
Damn it.
Just getting digested.
At some point, though, something happens, and the wall smashes against you all, and you all take
Jesus
2
Christ.
points of damage. You can feel how you rise up, like you feel like you're ascending, and then you descend. And when you do, then the ground just smashes into you, and then you're ascending again, and then start to descend again.
Are you feeling okay, Kothar?
This is the worst water ride I've been on in my life.
Actually, he can't actually respond.
No.
I think if I open my mouth, I just get a swig of acid.
Yeah. Well, you could do it if it was worth to say something, but yeah, you would all intrinsically know that to try and talk right now would be
Oh, that'd be so gross to taste too.
It tastes like that bile, you know, when you almost throw up and it goes into your mouth and it just is. Can I reach out my robotic hands of life and reach out for scales?
Sure.
I'd like to cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Give me 2 seconds.
And before you heal the fish.
Cure Wounds. Okay. I'd like you to make a straight dexterity roll to see if you can reach out and touch Kothar and not screw up. It's a 10 or higher.
11.
Okay. You reach out, go ahead and cast Cure Wounds. We'll say that your muffled verbal component is enough to cast.
Thank God I didn't have disadvantage.
Thank God. Level 2, it's 2d8.
I like the body you drew on it.
Thanks.
Grade A art of terrifying Miguel.
Ooh, baby, dude. Look at that. You're getting healed a lot.
Oh, nice.
Am I?
We could drown in here forever.
You're getting healed for 17 points of health.
Ooh.
My robotic hands of life.
I'm so
They
bad
give.
at math. What about the calculator for that? Oh, I'm feeling good now. Basic arithmetic. I guess I'm attacking. Heal.
Sure.
Spear attack. Ah, there we go. So one of them has to hit, right? It's a 18. Second spear attack. Just might as well get it over with.
No.
Offhand hammer attack.
Go ahead and roll your damage for the spear attack. The first one that hit.
Isn't spears 1d6, right?
Yes, if it's one-handed, it's a 1d6.
Alright.
Ooh.
That is 10 damage. Piercing.
You stab forward, and there's a moment where the spear point actually pierces something, and you feel that resistance broken as it plunges into the organic matter in front of you. The whole room shakes and warbles about violently, and you guys are all slammed down into the ground again, all of you taking, this time, 9 damage.
Oh. That's not the good
There's a sound that comes out of... And the thing starts to ascend once more. Jesse, Jesse, you haven't had your turn yet. What do you want to do?
Oh, wait. Did the 14 hit with the Warhammer?
No.
Okay.
I guess I'm just taking out short swords and stabbing it.
Sure. Make a couple attacks.
Go, Jesse, go.
And
Come on!
13.
Miss.
Go, Jesse, go.
Uh, 17.
Yep. Roll damage.
Where you go?
Let's go, Jesse. He's a hero.
4.
Okay. You stab the thing here with your blade. The first one actually hits, but just is pushed to the side, the skin too leathery. You reposition and stab with the next one, and this time it actually goes through a little bit. The creature seems to move violently in response. BP, it's your turn.
Can I pull the pistol out to the wall, just press it in and fan?
Sure, roll damage.
Oh, do I not have to roll?
Nope.
You're like putting the
I mean,
gun.
if that missed, like,
I'd like you... Oh, sorry. I'd like you to first roll luck, though, to see if your gun actually goes off in a pool of acid.
Oh, that is
Oh.
accurate. Ten.
Okay. The gun fires.
Oh,
It was- Yo, it was nearly a 2.
2 attacks. What is this tiny dice? Come on. Oh,
What is this tiny dice that's keeping the...
Who
What
would
is-
use such a tiny die? Get that out of here.
Who insults me with tiny die?
We only use clown dice here.
14 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Oh, 11. Wait, 11, 15, 18 damage on the second hit.
Oh.
I'm gonna look disgusting when I come out of here.
BP, the gun fires twice, and after you've made that shot there, you realize that the act of like reloading your gun is going to be basically impossible underwater, and that's all you get. But it might have been enough, as the whole room seems to move back and forth. And then with a force, the three of you are all pushed in one direction. It feels like you're traveling down that same tube again, and mercifully, the feeling of acid all around you is suddenly mitigated by cold water. And you are pushed out, all of you, into darkness. You even see what looks like some sort of large set of lights and realize it's the reflections off of the ceiling. You're back into the water again, and you can see the big orbs of this creature, which must be nearby, moving in the water.
Are you able to see the torch from here?
I'd say you guys could see it, yeah. It's maybe like 30 feet away.
Oh god.
I am I'm such a good swimmer. I can swim that like in 6 seconds. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going for it.
What we're going to do is we're going to roll to see who is attacked here. And if it's you, since you're such a good swimmer, you'll auto-succeed. But if it's one of the others, I'm going to need an athletics roll from them. So I'm going to
Can you
roll
roll this on the table to determine our fate?
1 to 2 is Kothar, and then 3, 4 is Jesse, and then 5, 6 is going to be BP.
Yahtzee!
Let it be me.
Make an athletics roll, please, BP, as you run for the shore.
Is this disadvantage?
Oh, it's an athletics roll, so I don't know if you have disadvantage on those.
Oh, it is athletics. Alright, no, we're good.
She's like,
Oh, okay. No! Oh,
wait.
oh
Is it
wait.
disadvantage? Wait,
Oh,
why are
no,
you rolling
it's-
disadvantage?
This was the second dice. This was the second dice.
I was like, why are you rolling
I rolled it because of instinct. This was the second dice. Please take the first dice.
Okay, I saw the 20.
Oh,
I was so confused. I'm like, we just confirmed. It
I'm
wasn't
panicking. All right, I'm panicking. It's a nat 20. It dies. I become the king.
kick it in the nose.
The two of you emerge onto the surface. First, you, Kothar, as you paddle super fast and make it up onto the rocks. Next, you see Jesse there, and he makes it up too, but BP is not there. And that's when you remember that he can't exactly swim like your kind, and recall back to the shark fight. But there you see him, in the water, with the lights coming behind him, the orbs close behind. He's running along the bottom of the water. You can see like the top of him off the reflective light, just huffing it on the fucking shore. And then his head pops out of the top, and then the next half of his body. And then behind him, you see what looks like a huge cresting wave coming up and getting larger and larger and larger. And you see that sort of sickly, whitish, leathery skin and the two beady black eyes. And then as it opens up, once more, BP's body falls forward onto the sand, and is actually pushed forward by the creature opening its mouth, giving it a bit of extra distance. Its tongue shoots out where BP would have been had he not rolled onto the ground, and strikes nothing but air, then drags along the sand back into its mouth, and it rolls back into the water, leaving just a sort of slightly cloudy red blood pool there as it disappears. Congratulations, you guys are all alive.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Huh.
Huh? Just, huh? We almost all died.
I was there, man. I was there.
I think I got a new fetish.
Oh no.
No, I'm messing with you.
no.
I'm messing with you.
Oh, no.
Some Jacob level shit.
How terrible do I look? Is there just like no paint on me?
Yeah, like all of the paint is like splotching off and stuff like that. Kothar looks like he's actually bleeding from certain parts of his body, like in between scales and whatnot. And Jesse looks like he's probably okay, but he's definitely got a ton of battle fatigue, and he's like gasping for air kind of thing.
Well,
So now that happened, where are we?
you said we're at the bottom of the tower, and I don't see a way out.
I don't either.
Also, move to the center of the island so the fish doesn't destroy ours.
I'm going to grab the torch and take it with us to the center of the island.
Oh, interesting. When you go to lift the torch, you find that you're unable to do so. It's planted in the ground by something.
Damn it.
You also notice that it's not just like a wooden pole, it's actually like a stone thing. It's like somebody has masoned this here.
Looking around, is there anything else on this island?
Make a perception check.
Well,
Find the buried treasure.
come
Man! You do notice something. Standing out of the ground over here is something peculiar. It looks like a stone that is misshapen. And the more you look at it, the more it looks man-made. You can't tell what it is from over here, but it's definitely odd. Maybe if you got closer.
I'm gonna go fucks with it.
Okay. When you approach, you see two things here. There's like a little... It's like a small square that comes out of the ground, and it's clearly been carved stone, as it's perfectly square. And then there's a top portion of it that looks like it's been broken off, kind of like you're looking at the bottom foot of like a Roman column that's been snapped. And you see another one over to the left, which is even in worse condition.
Wank. Can I like... Does it move at all?
No, when you go to inspect it or nudge it, you can't. It looks like it must be set into the stone of this little island.
Can I push it in?
You try and push down or to the side, and nothing happens.
I found some blocks over here, but that's all. That's everything on the island.
If I make an investigation check, can I like look closely, I guess, and like maybe find out more?
Sure.
Something.
You can make an investigation check. It looks kind of like that, by the way, with like all the little pebbles and dirt and stuff. This.
Oh!
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Big dice, big boys.
You can tell that this is the bottom of a post, which is clearly made out of stone, probably with some decent masonry given how old it is. Seeing it and the position of the other post, you think that these are actually the two parts that hold up a rope bridge.
I'm not even really sure what to do with that.
when torches are submerged, and can you dry them off and relight them? Is like the oil still on the?
If they're thoroughly washed enough, or sorry, dried enough, usually yes.
I'll dump my 9 other torches near the other torch and just hope one day it'll dry out.
Sure.
Oh, also there's just churner business cards all over and just stuck to the inside of my chest now.
All just pulpy and stuff.
Yeah.
Partially
Pretty cool.
digested churner business cards. A remnant of the shirt.
Oh yeah, that shirt's gone.
Poor guy. Worst business deal. It may be the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
Is there anything like over here?
When you look over there, you can see a bit of glittering on the wall and what looks like a curious space where nothing glitters directly ahead of you.
As in, like the wall isn't glittering?
Yeah, like there's a space in front of you where there's no glittering.
I throw a rock at that no glitter spot.
Instead of hitting the wall, the rock keeps going, and then you hear what sounds like an echoing sound, like you've just thrown the rock down a hallway.
I found it. Over here, boys.
Okay.
Does the water look deep over here?
The water here looks about as deep as everywhere else around you.
Does it like slowly taper off?
No, the wall's like a sheer drop.
Oh. It's just deep.
Yeah.
Fuck. I have no way of getting over there.
I would like somebody to roll luck, please.
I'm not lucky this session.
Me
I
either.
mean, all you guys been rolling that 20s, I'll go for it, I guess. Maybe
Yes,
this is my chance.
Thanks for
Statistically
ruining everything,
speaking.
Kami.
Oh! Oh, sorry. Oops, I screamed.
You guys are standing over here, and BP, you remark on how the water is deep, and then watch as the creature goes swimming past. And just, like, snakes its way through here.
God damn it.
And it seems to turn right here, and it kind of, like, comes around and just sort of hangs in the area.
Yeah, anybody have any ideas on how to get over?
No.
There's no way you could chuck a trash can that far, right?
Oh.
Probably not.
Nothing else on the island? Just those 2 posts? I see that you're role-playing.
Just those 2 posts.
So what is the plan? Wait, do we all see the fish?
If you're over on this side, yep.
I'm right here. I see the thing that ate me.
We could try killing it.
The last time we
wait.
tried that, we all almost died.
Wait. Cole doesn't run to Jesse. Jesse, can I have my stuff back?
Yeah.
Thank
Somehow
you.
still have it all with me.
Sure.
Handed to you.
Alright. I am very confident now.
Maybe,
Is it this wall, or is it this wall?
It's right here where you see the dark space.
That's only 5, 10, 15, 25. Only 30 feet to chuck a 25-pound object.
I have an idea.
What's your idea, Kothar?
Kotar will say out loud. Perhaps I can throw a ration over on the other side, like we did with the crocodiles, remember? And try and lure it over there. Meanwhile, we'll make for whatever you see. Where we're trying to get to.
I understand. And maybe you guys could cross, but I can't swim. Unless both of you guys carry me across the water, although that will be quite difficult.
Perhaps we can, distract it for a long time so you can get over first.
By myself?
And then we'll follow after, right? Like, if you're the slowest out of all of us in water.
I'll just sink to the bottom though. It's too deep for me to get there by myself.
Can I attempt right now to lift up VP just to see if I even strong enough to lift him up?
I would say you're strong enough to lift him, but you definitely couldn't throw him far.
Could he swim with me, you think?
Probably not.
Probably not. One arm, the other arm carrying a ton of metal.
Yeah, not so much. How about you, Jesse?
Oh.
Any hot ideas?
No, to be honest, I have no idea what to do.
Okay. Are you just standing back there by the torch?
Yeah, just trying to not die.
Okay.
Well, wait. Never mind. Let's think logic. If when between the two of us, between all of us, why would the creature want to eat you? You are nothing but metal, right?
It still would like to swallow me though. I mean, it did before.
What is the face on this thing? Where am I? What angle is this?
You don't see the face? Terrifying face?
It kind of just looks like a shovel and thing to me. I don't
That's like
understand
open
the mouth.
right there.
Is it like a smiling snake then? Because that's what I'm looking at then.
Kinda,
His
yeah.
mouth is wide open.
Here, I'll get you,
So are
Oh,
these
I
the
get that
eyes?
picture. Yeah, those black things are his eyes.
Here's his cute little nose.
Shut up.
And then this is the lower jaw. This is the upper jaw.
here's like a side view if it helps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that helps. That helps. Definitely not as cute as before. I liked the image of a smiling I had in my head. Also, I don't want to throw us off or anything, but these crocodiles are really cute. Yeah, I just want.
I saw all of them. I was like, when did we get the crocodile armada?
They're so cute. Like he's just like, eh. Okay. That was a nice respite of despair.
Okay, well, judging from experience, I can't outswim it. It fucking ate me in 1 second the moment I try to outswim it. What if I died?
You want to risk it? You want to roll those dice?
I legit alt tabbed like my sheet, and I alt tabbed again, and I just see all of them flipped over.
It's the situation.
Listen, dude. Perhaps I can outswim it and distract it while you guys get over.
There still is an issue, Kothar, that I don't think you understand.
Okay,
I
explain this
cannot
to me.
get over there.
Get over what? Can you explain over
So, the water is too deep, and I have to go to the water, to the bottom, to the floor. I can't swim up to the ledge.
Can you climb?
Imagine dropping a brick in a swimming pool.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you climb? It must be rocky, right? can like get your fingers in there.
That would be very slow. As though I have one arm.
Well, I have no idea what we can literally do, because it seems like it's either sit here and get tongue into a stomach, or run into a stomach.
If we were gods, we could kill it and use it as a bridge. But maybe.
What
Do
if
we
we?
still have rope? Does anybody have rope on them?
No.
No.
Use some of our rope to tie on top of
Oh yeah, we did.
Fuck.
All I got in my inventory is hard liquor, a broken loot, and a bottle of white flaky goop.
Maybe the goop can do something.
I'm throwing it. I'm just playing. I'm not throwing the goop. I'm keeping it. It's too
That's our
precious
most
right
prized possession.
Right now, it kind of is just the wild card. Maybe it's like summon an angel of death
now. My actual
that kills
plan,
your dad.
when it was like aciding me up, was to break the bottle of goop and just let it like sit there and see if it does something.
Yeah, see, now it's like a happy snake.
Happy to eat us.
Oh, it's the ultimate, Jesse.
Maybe we can get it to try and tongue at us next to the torch and get its tongue set on fire.
I feel like it wouldn't do too much.
I
I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, like, and it's just die or die, dude.
If you guys can get out, I'm stuck. I'm hard stuck on this island.
Say that, but this thing's mouth was the size of a small house. What do we do?
I could be a distraction for you two to get out.
How is that possibly gonna fly, character-wise?
Yeah, I know.
How
Okay, I'll
about
die for you. Okay, that's fine.
we take a 5-10 minute break while you guys try and puzzle your ways out of this one? We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, free roam. I can't figure this out.
I have no idea.
I was gonna think like if we have a rope, then I could scuttle across it, but we have no rope. I was like, maybe we can attempt the climb thing, but that's like maybe like 5 rolls. That
Keep in mind, I think I distract very well because I can dash, and I have action surge and dash again.
That's
Mouth
for
the
one
size
turn,
of
though.
a small house.
it also swim very fast. It swims very fast.
If this size is accurate, you will not outswim it.
I mean, you outswam it because it ate me. You outswam it. Oh man, I can try cursing it out. I'm getting intimidation.
You speak fish.
Speak Draconic. What if I mounted it and just started beating the shit?
Stab into it. Truly
Yeah,
Monster Hunter.
just like stab into it with the sword and like hold on and just keep like biting it, like bite its eye out. Wait, why do I do that? Why don't I just
If
jump
you
on
can-
top of it?
If you think you can accurately mount it,
Uchi, is there anything else we can do right now? Other
I'm
than
just saying,
relying on
you
pure luck.
you
Pure
said it as if it was
dice luck.
easy.
Nothing right now is easy. But I haven't rolled a nat 20. Maybe that's the nat 20. Is me
Then-
jumping on top of it and stabbing into it and
How are you
mounting.
gonna stay on?
But the sword is leverage.
Okay, but then how do you join it?
I don't know, dude. I've watched so many cartoons and I can like steer, like use the sword to steer it. I don't know.
We become best friends.
I mean, after I bite its eyes out, like, what can it do? I have a spear and a sword. I'm gonna use both of those to stab into and use leverage.
Alright, it's better than any other plan we have.
It's the dumbest plan, but it's the best plan we have.
It's the only plan we have.
Oh my! Is there anything else? Like that's Plan A right now. Shitty Plan A on fire.
I mean, what the fuck else do we do? It's pitch black and the Loch Ness monster is fucking surrounding us.
It's literally, the plan is so shit. It's a bag of the plan and shit, and it's on fire. On our doorstep.
Maybe we like go to sleep or something, and then maybe it falls asleep.
And just slowly get eaten.
One by one.
Starts us and just die.
Oh man. I mean, the other plan, this is dumb, but the other plan is to get eaten and just keep making the saves to stay around the mouth, and you just keep stabbing at it.
It's not that bad of an idea, to be honest.
I mean, well, that could be like part A.1, right? Because I mount and then I fuck up, and now I'm in the mouth.
Listen. We go for it. If it tries to eat us, we go in with the intent to strike, and then we just get in there and try and kill it.
But like, we can't. Maybe you guys can, but I have no influence.
Possible way to get in there. That's why I was hoping you were like a spiky robot, but you're apparently smooth. Because I was hoping you slid down the tube, you just cut them up.
I'm a trash can.
Wait. What if that's what we do? Like, say if we do, like, say if I fuck up the mountain, I get swallowed, right? And then I'm like holding my sword to like slide down with the sword while I'm getting swallowed.
That's kind of like what the idea that I mean, I don't know how mechanically different that is.
But I mean, that's the difference, right? Instead of us just going, whoa, like just sliding down like all willy-nilly, now it's us like hardened badasses holding the sword out while sliding down the tube.
So, is the plan here to actually just kill it? Is this our plan?
There's nothing else you can do.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not dogging on it, because I can't dog on any ideas. I'm saying, is the plan right now to kill the Loch Ness monster?
Or I can swim, right? And you guys just shoot the fuck out of it.
Last time, when you were in it and we just tried to shoot at it, pretty shit at it.
Yeah, that was terrible. I was sitting there like, holy fuck, dude, just shoot it. You like unleashed your proton cannon and completely missed.
I didn't Zephyr Strike. I was antsy on the thing and I didn't remember to do it.
All we know is it's bloody right now. We don't know if it's like, oh, I'm half health, or oh, I'm dying, or oh, fuck you, I'm still good.
God, this thing must have so much, right?
I stabbed it with the sword for 4 damage and it made a sound.
Well, because you pierced it. Like, I was bashing it with a hammer, but that's like bludgeoning, right?
I'd imagine doing damage from its insides out is a lot more damage than doing outside in.
Yeah, so we should just try and go for it, get eaten, and kill it.
Alright, so what plan are we doing first? Are we just gonna go with me trying to mount, or are we gonna go straight like, let's get swallowed?
I think you two get swallowed. I stay on island.
Wait, but Toxima's terrible, like at swimming and holding his breath. Should Toxima really get swallowed?
But if you get swallowed, I don't know if there's a way for you to get out by yourself, because you're pretty bad. Maybe give the short swords to him?
I mean, he doesn't need weapons.
No, I have a spear and a sword. A long sword.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking, I thought you only had hammer.
No. Toxima gave my shit back.
I guess we just kill it. But, okay.
Alright.
So, is it just Miguel getting swallowed? Stay in the mouth as long as possible. But if you
Yeah.
get swallowed, it goes to shit so fast, and we have no way of knowing if you get swallowed or not.
We'll just fight on the intention of that I've been swallowed.
Also, I don't know if it's smart enough, but if it stays deep, we do nothing.
Okay, but it hasn't done that every other time.
Yeah,
It kept
that's what I
swimming up
hope.
and it kept swimming up and down because I kept stabbing it.
Yeah, monsters aren't that smart. Okay, it's gonna. Okay.
Okay, we have our dummy dumb, really
We
dumb.
have a plan adjacent. We have a thing adjacent to a plan.
A scheme, if you will.
It's like sort of a plan, but not really.
Just making sure. Are we going to the mounting plan, and then I get swallowed, and then like?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you attempt to mount it first, and then
And
if you get swallowed, then that's the route it's going.
all right. But if I don't, then I'm buying its eyes.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. This is also a Lucian campaign, so this will
Look.
all work well.
Anything can happen.
Miguel's character hasn't died yet. Just saying, we still have that going for us. I don't know if Lucian's gonna let that out. So can we?
All right. When it swims to the surface enough, I'm going to, with spear in offhand and longsword in main hand, leap and try to mount.
Get ready, Jesse.
I guess. So the way I want to mount him, I'm gonna try to get on his head, and the way I want to mount it is use the spear and sword as leverage. Wait, just making sure. Do you guys have any extra weapons? Because I feel like I might like stick him in him and then get tossed off, and then I'm down. I don't have any.
I'll hand you my shark tooth spear.
Nice, sentimental,
What was that?
sentimental.
Sentimental, dude.
I'll just put that on my back.
I'll hand you my 2 other spears.
Nice. I'm speared up. Okay, which roll first?
Cease?
12 plus 3, so 14. Wait, I'm dumb.
15.
15. Thank you. Alright, I should be okay at the damn.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
16.
Alright.
God
Oh,
damn
okay.
it!
Do you get multiple? Do you get like the 3 or the 2? Or no?
Well, I guess the way I was attacking was longsword and spear, like coming down. So that's spear attack. So that's 13. Come on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's 16.
Okay.
Oh my god. So terrifying. Right. Alright. That's 9 damage. Fuck.
That the shark spear?
No, that was the spear you handed me in the stomach.
Okay.
That's probably why I snapped. It was weak from the acid.
Do we have chances to take shots?
Oh, please don't shoot me.
Area's not with Kothar on it.
Can you imagine? I got it.
Domed. First one's a miss. Second one's a 24.
24. Okay. 24 hits.
Non-natural 20.
Also hits.
Oh. 10. 18 damage.
Okay.
5.
Okay. The creature seems to alter its behavior. You can clearly see its lights as it goes through here, but instead of turning and squirming around to make another pass through here like it had before, it just goes straight and out into the pool,
Oh Jesus.
leaving you two over here. What are you guys doing?
It just went straight into the pool.
Yeah, like it's going.
Shuffle around to this side, and if there's ever an opening to take a shot, I'm taking.
Okay. How about you, Jesse?
Same thing for me, I suppose.
Kothar, you're riding on this thing, and you are once again underwater. The thing is trying to thrash around and throw you off of it. I'd like you to make an athletics roll to hold on, please.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
That's a 9.
Okay. The creature bucks for a second here, and as it does so, you are knocked off of the thing and lose your hold on it as it goes slithering past. When you emerge at the surface, you're actually quite close to the island.
Gonna start swimming towards the island.
Okay. Kothar makes it up onto the shore here, BP, and you can see the lights just going further off into the distance of the cave. And then they seem to, like, just squirm about.
What's its pattern looking?
Right now, it's
Maybe
just
this is
going
the chance.
everywhere.
You guys swim across. This is the chance. I'll try sailing up. Pull me up when I get there.
All right.
I'm just like plunking in like a brick.
Yeah, I'm leaping in.
Okay.
I'm like diving.
Okay. Kothar, you're
in
able to
hand.
swim to the other side pretty easy and get up onto the other side. Sure enough, even though you can't see it, when you reach for your hand, there's a lip there, and you crawl, dragging yourself into what seems like a nicely stone-bricked hallway of some kind. As for you, Jesse, what are you doing?
I guess I'm swimming in the same direction BP went.
Okay. BP goes straight down, and you dive with him. And BP, you land on the ground here, and bump into something, which feels like another stone pillar.
What? I'll just walk forward. I don't.
Okay.
If this is part of the puzzle, I don't got it.
You keep going and keep going. Meanwhile, I'd like somebody to roll luck, please.
I rolled it last time. Someone else go.
You know, it's a good session when everyone's terrified of rolling luck.
I'm revving it up.
Revving it up.
Rev your engines, yo.
Alright, 12.
Okay.
Alright.
The casual 12.
Jesse, you make it to the other side. And Kothar, you can see Jesse here swimming along and help him into the little hallway here. BP, you're walking, and then eventually you get to the wall.
While I'm walking and I'm just chugging along, can I just, like, reach into my chest and just throw anything that's useless out?
Sure. I'd like you to make an athletics roll to get up, please, to climb this rock wall.
Now
that you've lightened the load.
No. Athletics, that's a 5.
You literally never roll well, ever.
You try to climb up, and then your hand slips. The wall is covered in like a lichen of some kind that makes it slimy. Roll again.
I'm just like trying to. Oh. I'm just punching my hands into.
After this roll, I have a plan with Jesse.
Sure.
12.
You get up a little bit. Thankfully, you're able to hold yourself partially up the wall, but when you try to get that next handhold, you keep slipping. Kothar, what's your plan?
Alright. Jesse, are you strong? Like, could you hold me? Or do you, like, I think one of us should be submerged and try to help BP up while we hold the other's, like, legs or something.
Am I not underwater?
No, I thought we were on the ground now. Or are we not?
I dove after BP, didn't I?
Lucian, he's looking for an answer.
What was the question?
I'm like in the water with BP.
No, I can swim. I can
no,
just.
Kothar
I can't
helped
get
you
up.
out onto the hallway.
What?
I'm trying to scale up the wall into the hallway.
Because BP literally has to walk on the ground to get to the other side.
Oh, and I'm just in. I just made it immediately.
So
well,
here,
you can swim
like a
across.
normal person.
So here's like
Yeah,
the island, and this is the wall here. You got like, there's the surface you're trying to get to. And then this is the water here.
Oh.
So BP had to do like, but you
yeah,
could
I
just swim
understand.
across in a moment. Unless you
Okay.
want to stay in the water, you can do that.
No, I just didn't understand what
sure?
was happening at all. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh my
Kothar,
God.
You should go.
Alright, so you're gonna hold my legs while I try to help him up?
I guess. I mean, I guess that just means we're both going in.
While you two are talking, you see what looks like ripples in the water that start to wash up on the side of the hallway here.
Alright, I know this is bad on me for not remembering. But I gave up my blowgun to that girl, right? Like, I gave it to her, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have no range options.
BP, it's been long enough, I think you should make an athletics roll.
I don't know if you want to go with the plan. It's literally just like, imagine we're on the lip of a pool, and then you like hold me while I'm like my like upper torso submerged in water, holding my hands out to BP.
12.
BP, you're able to get up enough that your head pops out of the top, and while the two of you are talking there, you
Pull
see
me up.
BP.
I'm trying to pull him up.
Okay.
I will assist.
I'd like you both to make athletics rolls, please, to pull BP out of the water.
Whoever fails is gonna haunt them forever. I'm haunted forever.
Oh my God.
That's an 8 for me.
12.
How strong are you, Jesse?
Like, not at all.
Are you an 8 or a 10
What do you mean?
for strength?
It's like
What's the
zero. Zero.
So that's
Okay.
a
Is
10.
it a 0 or a negative 1?
Oh, that's what you're asking. It's
Yeah.
a 10.
Okay. You grab a hold of BP and try and hoist him up, and while you're doing this, you see the waves getting larger and see the lights coming into the channel here. BP's fucking heavy, and as Kothar tries to grab him, his hand slips, leaving you as the only one there. BP, you feel like you're lifted up for a moment, and then you stop getting lifted up.
Oh, no.
The creature comes up on you guys.
I am diving into the water, swimming to the other side.
Oh, interesting. You dive into the water and go to swim to the other side, and I'm gonna roll an int check for the hero here, or the creature.
The creature was
The
a true
hero?
The creature's
Hero
the
in
true
the story?
hero. We're in his water.
You're mobs in this guy's story. You leap into the water there, Kothar, and as you do, this creature immediately turns its attention and goes for you instead. Its massive mouth opens, and I need you to make an athletics roll, please, to not be sucked into it immediately.
Can I pull myself up at this point?
You can make another roll, yeah.
Oh, that's 24.
Oh!
Is Jesse helping me?
He's holding you up, but he's not really able to pull you up much.
Oh my god.
So he'll keep you from falling back into the water, but you gotta haul yourself up. Oh! BP...
Thrusters in my leg! Sorry.
You activate the NOS, the little rocket boosters, the pogo stick, whatever it is, and you get out of the water. As for you, Kothar, you quickly, with like a frog-like motion, move your arms and legs all at once to boost yourself in one direction. And the mouth of this creature pulls back so much water into it that the vortex it creates that attempts to suck you in is extremely strong. But you actually miss it. And though you're pulled towards the creature, you manage to just bump against the corner of its mouth and then end up on its side. And it moves past.
Is my source? Oh, never mind. Alright, I would say my sword's still there. I would try and grab it.
So it's kind of like, this right now. And you've just ended up on the side of its head here. And it looks like it's turning around to try and get back at you, but it's huge and can't really maneuver here very well. What do you want to do? It looks like BP's made it out of the water.
If it causes my action surge or whatever, I'm gonna just turn around and just try swim towards where it's safe.
Sure. You spend your action surge, dash, and make it back into the hallway.
Oh! Oh!
The creature seems to come back, and you see the wave, and then it just turns and leaves.
Thank you, Kothar. Thank you, Kothar.
Oh my
He's just like crying.
Oh my god.
BP appreciates your existence greatly.
You should thank Jesse as well. He helped you up. I nearly let go. I just thought of my instinct.
Thank you, BP. Thank you, Kothar.
Thanks
Thank
himself.
You, BP.
Oh, fuck. Ah, shit.
Thank you, BP,
Jesse.
for the nat 20. Fuck you, Jesse.
Yeah, same.
You need to work out, buddy.
Don't say that shit.
Bigger arms, Jesse.
Oh my god, dude. Alright, where are we? Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
Alright, well, now that the near-death experience twice has ended, let's leave as soon as possible.
Now, BP, are you sure you don't want to swim back to get your torches?
And my book.
And your book? Oh, Dragon's book.
Oh my god, your book.
Draken's book is over there.
Do you want me to get it? Do you want me to get it? I'm really fast.
Can I perception check to see?
The creature, you guys can all tell, is not in the channel right now.
Can I look out and perception check to see if I can spot the orbs?
Sure.
Is it still marked by you?
Oh yeah, it is marked.
If that's concentration, it's not. But if it isn't concentration, yes, you have it.
Oh, Hunter's mark just dropped then, if it's concentration.
Yeah, because given everything that's happened, there's no way you still have that. There's no way you're still concentrating on magic, given the last 10 minutes.
14.
14. You are certain that you cannot see it. It must be on the other side of the island somewhere.
BP would greatly appreciate you more if you got his book.
I'll nod, and then with a spear out, I'll swim really quickly towards the I'll dash and everything, swim towards the island.
You're able to swim to the other side and gather up BP's stuff. Here lay all the torches and his book on the ground, and you pocket them and come back. And when you do, I'd like someone to make a luck roll, please.
Oh.
Can I make a luck roll to decide my own fate?
Yeah, you can make it, buddy.
Can't escape crossing.
Can't escape from rubies in the channel. Oh.
When you get back here and you look around, mercifully you don't see the creature.
Whew. Imagine it was not one. Just instantly you got swallowed.
You would still not see the creature if you got an at one, but the water would be very different. Are you swimming across?
Yeah.
Okay. BP, Kothar comes back and hands you Draken's book and a bunch of waterlogged torches. The hallway is completely dark, but maybe you'll be able to use these later.
Thank you, Kothar. I greatly appreciate you twice over.
Kothar's face, it's like someone who's been through it. Been through a lot in the past 5 minutes.
Well, let's leave this tower fast.
And we'll venture down the hallway.
Okay. You guys start to wander down the hallway. You wander, and you wander, and you wander, and you wander, until eventually you guys have to stop. Further up ahead, you're being led by BP, I assume, and BP, you bump into a door, but the door is made of stone, it seems. You bump against it and feel how it moves as though on a hinge, but it feels almost like solid rock. And you feel something there too, like a decoration or something that you just can't pick out in the darkness.
Is there a handle on this door?
Feeling around, yes, you do eventually get to a handle. Your hand first passes over what looks like feels like pictograms, and other things that curiously feel kind of like letters until you eventually find a handle. Are you going in?
Huh. Can I slowly but surely find out what the letters are?
Surely. Let's see here. BP, you run your hands across it and realize it is neither the common nor the Orcish that you know. This is a language that you're unfamiliar with.
Well, hopefully this door doesn't have some magics on it.
And I'll pull it.
You pull upon the door, and slowly but surely it opens up, and you can feel and sort of smell the wafting of stale underground air from some sort of chamber you must have just unearthed.
DP wishes that we had torches.
I agree.
Is the next chamber, is it like an open room, or is it more hallway?
The room that you step into, even with your first couple of steps, you can tell must be rather large, as the sound echoes considerably more than the hallway you were in. Are you guys just going to go across? You can't see left, right, forward, anything like that. It just feels like you've wandered into a large room.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Wait. I knew this would serve me a purpose. I'm gonna throw the broken loot forward.
It lands on the ground, another string finally snapping, probably the last one intact, its sound echoing out.
Well, I think we're fine.
I don't think there's anything here. Let's go forward.
Just straight across the room.
Same. I feel like if we're not holding each other by like our backs, we're like hand holding. This.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay close. Everybody touching.
You guys are all holding hands, and as you wander forward, you go maybe about 20 or 30 feet before once again, BP, you bump into something stone in front of you.
Is it a door?
It doesn't feel like it. Your hand grazes across the thing. It's not flat like a door or a wall. It's got features to it, ups and downs, little corners. It feels like a statue. As you put your hand on it, it's like, I can't quite tell what these shapes are just at first touch, but it definitely feels like something with quite a lot of 3 dimensions to it, not just a flat surface.
Can I go around the door? Or around the statue?
You can.
Is there a door on the other side?
You go around the thing and continue wandering, and then bump into something flat. And you don't think it's a door. You've just hit a wall.
I'll scrape my body on the wall to hopefully eventually find a door. It's just like...
Oh my god, my fucking ear.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Okay. You're going left or right? This is important.
Left or right, boys?
Well, right is never right, so left.
Left.
We go left.
Okay. You guys turn and travel left, scraping along the wall. Eventually, you hit the end when it opens at another hall.
Maybe we rest outside the hallway back where we came. So the torches dry out, and then we come back through here.
I don't think we should spend too long here. Maybe we just rest for about an hour or so. I just fear what else would be in it.
How long would it take to dry out those torches?
I'm not scared. I just think things are more fearsome.
Maybe like a day.
Oh,
without assistance.
Jesus!
Well, I mean, it's soaked, right? Like, if you're lucky, maybe less.
Without assistance, huh? Can I fan it off the whole time?
Sure.
Oh, what can I do? Wait. Can we make... Alright, is there any loose stones? Can we make a fire? I don't know how that actually works in real life.
With what wood?
With the broken the spears in the water.
The handles of some torches? Well, nope, those are wet. Everything we have is wet, and we're in the dark. This sucks.
And my skin is itchy because it's covered in acid.
Just like last
Can I, like,
Saturday.
when I'm scratching up against the wall, can I lift up my gun arm so it's like more height, and then see if it runs into a sconce ever?
Sure. You feel around, but unfortunately don't seem to bump into a sconce here. Now, you've only tried this at the little hall that you're at. You could certainly wander about more of the room, if you wanted.
Let's see if you can find a torch in this room.
The room with the statue.
Sure.
And I'll scrape my body against all of the walls.
Okay. Are you guys going along for the ride?
Yeah.
I suppose.
You travel around, and I'll give you a rough thing. This is not to scale, by the way. It's larger. But the room is shaped kind of like this, so it's a bit rectangular. This is the hallway that you guys had traveled to. And there's a hall here, which is where you guys had bumped. There's a statue here. And you eventually find, after doing a long way around, another hallway here. Now, at no time, flailing about, do you ever bump into a sconce on the wall.
How the fuck these people see?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, nah, never mind. Forgot that one god stole night vision. I don't know. I really don't know how to see. Maybe this is a submerged area.
Maybe
that,
there's like
used to be in the
lampposts.
daytime.
There certainly could be things that you don't see up above.
Oh, like a chandelier or something.
You know, who knows? Maybe things hanging above the hallway openings, or the, you know, like the statue or whatever, right?
When you fire a gun, oh, there's a burst in the chamber. There's no flash of light, right?
Yeah, there'd be like a brief flash, but it would be really tough to see properly with it. So I would definitely make you roll perception for each bullet you wanted to spend.
Well,
alternatively, you can also take... Oh, never mind. I won't... Yeah.
What, take the gunpowder out?
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to help you too much.
But what would the gunpowder out for what? Just like light it and then it would create a flame?
Yeah, because gunpowder burns more sustained, whereas in the shot, right, it all goes off as a burst.
Oh,
So, like,
I didn't know that.
You could take like the wet cloth, right, and like semi-dry it, and then put gunpowder in it and kind of ball it up and light it on fire, right?
That's some.
Okay,
Man.
so I'll take the wet cloth, I'll ball it up.
I'll let you do it since I already made the mistake of doing the reveal. But we'll say this consumes one of your torches and one of your bullets.
Okay.
So you go ahead and take these two, and using the gunpowder, which has been preserved in the bullets, which hasn't been waterlogged or anything, you're able to momentarily create some flame, allowing you to see in the area. And I'd like you to make a perception check, please. It will not be as high. What's that?
Can everybody?
Sure.
Everybody can make a perception check. Because I rolled like shit.
Oh, another shit. Oh my God. Jesse, you have to save them.
13.
Okay.
12.
The fattest 5.
Okay. So BP and Jesse, you can see a little bit around the room. The first thing that you notice is that the statue over there is fairly large, and it is distinctly shaped in a way that you recognize instantly. It's the statue of a dwarf. And you can see that this dwarf is holding in one hand what looks like a large cylindrical object upwards. And you see he's got something flat in his other hand. And he's facing towards the hallway that first enters into the room. Other than that, the ceiling looks like it's more or less featureless, just flat stone. And the two hallways that you have there, they don't seem to have any writing either, or any sort of decoration.
There are no like lamps in the room. There's no like torch holders.
Curiously, no.
Oh. Well, let's try this.
You're going down the left one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the statue actually? Well, just like glancing as we walk by the statue, is there writing?
The statue looks like it's holding in one hand like something cylindrical upwards, and in its left hand holding something flat from your angle.
Something flat. I guess I can't. I have no idea what he's holding.
If you want to get a better look, you can always go up to the statue and spend more resources.
Does it look like my pseudo torch is about to die out?
Yes.
Well, fuck. I don't want to spend that many bullets on it.
Is it okay if we just explore the hallways?
Yeah.
We'll go down the left hallway.
Okay. You guys travel down the left hallway, and as you're going along, your footsteps echo out through the hall, and down you go. Eventually, the hall seems to come to an end when you bump into a stairwell that heads down.
That heads down?
Down.
Let's try the other one. Not this one.
Now, I'd like you to make a perception roll, please.
Can everybody? Okay. This is terrible.
Hearing.
Oh, got a 7.
Got a 10.
18.
With the 18, Jesse, you hear the faintest of sounds. Were it not for the fact that your ears are so keen, you would have probably mistaken this for something else. But off in the distance, not just a bit of air whizzing past or a rock tumbling in the deep, you hear what sounds like cord being pulled. It's like rope being strained, that kind of crackling sort of noise as tension is placed on something. It's very far away and way down the steps.
Like down these steps, we decided to not go down.
Yeah, well, you're still at that moment, like standing up there with everybody.
I'll speak out and I'll say, guys, I think I heard something down there. And then I'll mention, I think I heard something like rope being strained.
I'd like you to make a second perception roll, please, Jesse.
The way that you described that made me feel uncomfortable.
That's what I'm here for.
Nice.
23.
You hear the same sound again, but this time it almost sounds sped up. Like the pitch has gone up and the crackling noise is faster, and then it's gone.
Yeah, that one. I keep hearing it. Do you guys hear that?
You guys don't hear anything.
Nope.
No.
You hear rope being pulled? As in rope being made? Or...
As in, like, something is being pulled or something is under strain. I can't really describe what it exactly is, though. I couldn't tell you.
Should we go down here? Or do you want to check out the other hallway?
I think we should just check out the other hallway, I guess.
Okay.
I hate the way that's described, by the way. We're gonna go down the right hallway this time.
Okay. You guys turn around and try the second hallway. This one is, unfortunately, rather similar. When you go down it, it eventually hits that stairwell, and it goes down as well.
Do you hear any rope down this one, Jesse?
You can make a perception check, Jesse.
The rope whisperer coming in. Yeah. 23.
The rope whisperer.
Down this one, you do hear something. Your ears have acclimatized very well to this sort of perfectly dark environment, and it's like your other senses have heightened now that one of them's been basically shut off. But it's different. There is some sort of chittering, some kind of noise further down, a touch of fetor, but it's not the same. It sounds like creaking almost. And then suddenly it changes. Instead of a creak, you hear a It's like the sound of something dull plodding upon stone.
About how far away are these two hallways? I guess it's possible that these rooms are connected.
What? I know I'm not hearing it, but could you like make an example in real life? Like, I don't know what that sounds like.
Okay, so I don't have stone with me, but maybe like
As if water is hitting stone, or a
It could
different
be.
sound. Okay.
I will say it doesn't sound like water. It sounds more solid.
Man, given the situation we're in, that's terrifying.
My imagination can't comprehend what object that is. Is it like a drill of some sort, like a hammer? I mean, I can't. I'm just sorry.
So the best part is that right now Jesse just has to decide. He's like the only one that really knows exactly what they sound like. Which one is better?
Can we make that decision after I use the washroom? Because
Sure.
we had to make a stupid plan for
Let's do 5 minutes here. We'll be back in a moment.
one moment.
I gotta get some water.
You know, Toxma, I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know what else we're supposed to do.
Yeah, but I really can't believe that worked.
Work.
Like Discord UI has me a little paranoid at one moment. It said my mic was like constantly on. I was like freaking out.
Spooky.
Oh, I'm so glad we're out of water. Oh my god. You guys ever play Mario 64?
Obviously, it's only the best Nintendo game ever.
I found out I was terrified of the water during the water level when that eel
Comes out of the fucking hole there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's just the moment you showed what's chasing us and in the water. I just instantly just went back to the Mario 64 moment and I'm like, Jesus, please.
You get up onto the island and there's just a piano there, and you're like, oh no! Mario themed horror. That piano got me. Do you remember that?
Yeah, dude.
Get into the room, it's just like bah, 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 bah. It just comes at you. Oh my god.
Apparently it came back the eel came back in Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Posted in general chat.
Oh Jesus. I don't know which is freakier. I know the first one has like complete potato graphics, but it's still pretty spooky. Did Uchi still... Oh, he's probably taking a shit. He won't be back for 10 years.
Oh no. Well, he said he had to pee. Hopefully he's just pee.
Why can't we just like be in a happy situation? I am back.
Welcome back. You there, Tox?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's giggity get it.
Happy music gone.
You're in a dungeon of death. What do you guys want to do next?
Hey!
Dungeon of Death, you say, huh? My favorite.
Well,
Well, Jesse,
You're standing
can
atop
actually-
this next one, and Jesse, you've heard some new sounds.
Guys, I'm not sure that these rooms are any different. I want to believe that they're the same thing.
do you want to head down just this one then?
I'm not sure it matters. Either way, it's a sound that I don't really know how to describe. So I guess we go down.
Alright.
we'll head down these stairs.
You're going for the plodding noise instead of the rope noise?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, fuck off.
Let's go.
Okay. You
Kind
guys
of.
start to travel down the steps, and as you go down, you can tell that there's something about them. They've clearly been fashioned for dwarven stature, and it makes going down them a little awkward, but you can manage. You guys travel down for a bit, and going down a stairway in complete darkness is a bit of a trip. You really don't know when it's going to end, but you realize that you've been going down steps for like 5 minutes, and you're still going. Are you guys going to keep going?
Following the leaders. So
I mean, what else is there to do? Keep going.
Okay. You guys continue on and continue on and continue on, and then eventually are forced to stop when you get towards the complete bottom here. Your foot goes forward and you make another step as though you're ready for a little drop, but you hit the floor, BP. You realize that you're at the end of this. Up ahead of you is more darkness.
I'll put another bullet on the makeshift torch.
Sure. Are you gonna light it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
You burn another bullet and another torch, giving you a small view of what's around, and you see what looks like a 30-foot hall that extends in front of you with a massive ceiling that goes up maybe about 40 feet tall. In front of you, at the other end of this 30-foot walkway, you see what looks to be a massive set of wooden and metallic gates, and the space that leads over there is what appears to be a huge stone bridge. On left and right, there is just darkness.
Do we hear the source of that noise?
Ah, you do. It seems to come from the darkness.
The ones that's to the left and right of the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to cross, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Is this the room that we're in that you're drawing? What in the world? Are you drawing like Sauron?
It's alright. No, there's it's like the bridgewick standing in front of you. Are you going across up to these massive doors that look like they were made for giants?
Yeah, that's across the bridge, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't know what else to do.
We're doing it confidently.
With utmost confidence.
Okay. You guys start to travel forward and try to move straight like an arrow, knowing that on left and right there's no longer wall, just to fall into the abyss. As you continue along, you eventually get towards this large door. When you press upon it, it feels like it'll move, though very slowly. Do you guys want to press through?
This will probably make
This will probably make a loud noise. So, if there's something, it'll know.
With one hand, like, you know, we're all pretty close. I'm gonna use the time to take out a warhammer.
Okay.
I'll start pushing on it.
There's a horrible creaking sound accompanied by stone dragging upon stone, but you guys start to push on it and it gradually opens. As you're pushing along on the thing, you can hear just the horrible mechanism grating, and eventually even mustier air greeting all of you as you step into the room. It is, once again, completely dark. But before you can get more than a couple of feet into the room, your foot bumps against something, BP. In the darkness, you hear the sound of what sounds almost like a pot falling onto a kitchen floor and rattling about.
My torch is out, right?
Yes.
We'll expend one more bullet.
Sure. You go ahead. There's that brief flash and the momentary flame which lasts just a couple of seconds, and you see what looks like the dead body of a dwarf in front of you, riddled with arrows. There's a huge hall that extends out, massive pillars on left and right. Darkness takes you again.
How fresh is the corpse?
The corpse looks ancient. It is completely skeletal, though the arrows in it are plenty.
Doesn't seem to have torches on them, right?
Oh, roll luck.
Oh, anybody feeling lucky?
I did like the last two, you guys.
The serpent out of nowhere. From the top rope, 12.
Mercifully, there is a small sack next to the dwarf there, a little pouch of leather half eaten away by time and whatever else lurks in this place, and a torch within it.
I DC'd. What was up? What was in the satchel?
There's no torch.
Oh, there isn't?
No.
That's great.
I'm
Thanks.
just kidding. There's a torch.
Oh my god.
I was sitting there like, wait, he just said. Well, I guess you can argue the DM.
Wait.
I was like, he literally just said, but
How long do torches last? Like an hour?
A few hours, I think.
Oh my god. The nut. Yeah, pick it up and light that shit.
the absolute nut.
Absolute unit of a torch.
Jabba the Nut. Okay.
This torch is the equivalent of killing like 80 Rathalos, am I right, guys?
Sure. Yeah.
Monster
Up
weep,
top.
monster weep. This is what you see when you light the torch, and you also notice all the other corpses around you. Dwarven skeletons, left and right, piled upon each other, some laying against the walls, others down on the floor. There are arrows in most of them, and you also see something else. A couple of other skeletons lay amongst them, though they are certainly different, tall and lanky things.
That of resembling a elf.
You can make an investigation check.
If it's orcs, I'm gonna get flashbacks of season 1. Well, it's like a 5.
You can't tell. As you lean down against these little skeletons here and try to examine them, you find that it's really quite difficult. Time has not been kind.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody else wants to, they can make investigation checks as well to see if they know what creature these skeletons belong to.
Sure, I'll go for it. You know, I've
Yeah,
eaten a lot
me
of
too.
different stuff.
$18.
Okay.
That is 15.
Do either of you have proficiency in investigation, or is this just a free check?
I
So,
have proficiency in investigation.
Okay.
I do not have proficiency. That's why I have a -1 in this.
Oh, right. Okay. Kothar, as you look at this thing, something about it speaks of an evil to you. Just looking at the contour of its bones, slight angles in it that just seem wrong. You get a chill that runs down your spine. Jesse, as for you, the horror is almost worse, as you can put your finger on it. It's not but a vagary that exists in the shadow of your mind. You know what you're looking at. Creatures that you've heard of in tales. These are mind flayers.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, guys, these are mind flayers. I've seen them before.
No.
For some reason.
Sorry, you've never okay. This is a new thing because you haven't played quite as much D&D. You've never seen a mind flayer. You've heard of them in like books and stuff. Just to clarify, you've never seen one in person because they're very rare, and also the kind of thing that leaves no survivors.
Okay.
Do you know what a mind flayer is?
No.
Okay,
I
I'll
got a picture right here. Don't worry.
sure.
Here,
Look at the
it's
picture, and then once you've seen it, I'll continue.
It's a general chat.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's a creature that has eldritch magic and the power to mind control things, and literally feasts on brains by affixing those suckers to the side of someone's head and like swallowing their brains through like a hole they make at the top of the head.
Like
All
an
right.
actual octopus.
Pirates of the Caribbean looking lions. All right.
They are like
Davy
one of the
Jones.
great terrors of the D&D universe. Up there with
It's
like
up there.
beholders and shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say exactly that.
They are super scary.
Okay. All right. Rewind a little bit. Guys, these are mind flayers. I don't think I've ever actually seen one in person before, but I've just heard of them. But I know that this is what they look like.
Both of you have heard of these, and BP, you would know that mind flayers are like a horrible creature from the depths of the earth. And Kotar, your people speak of the mind flayers as like demons from the outer worlds.
Kothar faints?
I do declare.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
You guys want to go down to that fish?
Either get your whole body swallowed or your brain swallowed.
BP believes that we are not in a great place.
Seems like nowhere safe right now.
As you look around, you see the dwarf near this one and its horrible injury that has done it in. Despite all the arrows that riddle between the ribs, you notice as well that telltale hole at the top of its skull.
Wait. Okay. So the mind flare is dead. It's a dead mind.
True.
And there's a. So.
Yeah, you see just with what's like around you immediately, probably about 3 dead mind flayers and something like 20 dead dwarves.
Oh, that's not comforting. I was like, hey, maybe they're. Oh. I was like, maybe you guys are pushovers. There's a bad mind, and then 20 dead dwarves.
Is there anything on the corpse? Like on the Mind Flayer corpse?
Oh, roll luck, please.
Yeah, let's loot them.
A 6.
A 6.
You're grabbing it's alive.
You find a small pouch on this mind flayer here, which looks to contain 2 gems, one green and one red.
Do they look normal?
Yeah, they look like 2 little small gems, like very roughly cut stones.
I'll hand them to Jesse.
It looks like this one may have looted while he was walking around.
All right, good enough for me.
DP thought these were but myth.
No,
Reality seems to be hard.
unfortunately, that is the case. Definitely not a myth, and now that I've actually seen one for myself, I can confirm it a bit.
Well,
Can I take one of its bones?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just take one of the really weird fucking bones and put that in my chest.
Sure.
guess we move forward now.
Yep, we'll traverse through this big ass room.
Okay. The back end of the room has what looks to be a large throne and a couple of other hallway openings leading to other parts of this dwarven complex. Are you just going to take one and go down it?
Do you hear anything, Jesse?
I will make a check to see if I hear anything.
Yeah, you can make a perception roll.
No.
No!
Could we join along and see if we hear anything, or
Sure.
is it just... Hell yeah.
Oh, that's
15.
That's a 19.
Okay.
Got the water on my ears.
As for the two of you, you can hear that there are still strange chittering noises that come from behind you past the main doors. But as far as the back hallways, nothing. It seems silent enough.
What's here?
A large statue. Or sorry, a throne.
Also an open box? Oh no, he's putting the 3D in.
Nice.
Depth. Oh, is he doing it? Oh, the back of the throne? The madman? It looks as if the dwarves were Minecraft.
That's very nice.
That throne is Zekush.
This is how you say Zakush.
Zedosh?
The throne does look rather nice.
This is very cash money.
Would one of you like to sit in it?
Yeah, sure one. Oh wait, no, no.
Man, I was
Kothar
actually
reaches
gonna-
forward, then steps back.
I was actually gonna ask to sit in.
Sure. You sit down onto the
Oh.
throne, BP, and the moment that you do, you
You
feel
die.
something. I need for you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I was. I'm sort of good at wisdom. 15.
A magic surges throughout your body the moment that you're seated there at the throne, and you feel somehow more powerful. It's a good thing.
Oh.
What?
Why so stupid? It's a good.
I'm happy you said it's a good thing.
You're also now missing a kidney.
Ha! Joke's on you.
Robots don't have kidneys. Dies.
Was
Hey, do I look any different?
The moment that BP replies, his voice sounds different. It's got more depth to it. It sounds incredibly loud, and it echoes through the hall commandingly. He's like, "Do I look any different?"
Oh,
is it
God.
still robotic-y?
Yes.
Do I sound any different?
Exactly.
I just
There's like a majesty to it.
imagine like that that episode of SpongeBob where he got blessed by Poseidon and became.
Oh, yeah. It's basically like that, yeah.
Do I sound any different?
EP seems to have a different tone.
My mouth is just wide open. Like,
Yeah, you definitely sound a bit different there, BP.
Do I also look more glorious?
Does it look more glorious?
It looks like BP sitting in a throne. Though, just like when you take somebody and, really dress him up, he does look good on that throne.
You just look like a hefty trash can sitting in a chair.
Let me change that. There we go.
EP is disappointed, but
do you feel
Shall
the
we-
same if you got off the throne?
I get off.
When you do, you feel the magic leave. There's something about that seat. Your voice doesn't echo throughout the room, and it takes back its old tone. It certainly feels good to be there.
EP feels different. EP likes the throne.
Would you like to sit back on the throne?
I don't like you asking, so no.
Jeez.
Kothar
like-
wants to turn on the throne.
Would
Yeah.
you like to sit on the throne, Kothar?
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit on.
Okay.
I feel like I've been through a lot. I deserve a seat.
Kothar, you pass by BP, and when you sit there, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
You fail and die.
You nat one fell and die comfortably on the throne. Well, that's a 7.
Okay. When you sit down on the throne, things are not as you expect. When BP was there, everything seemed cool, but when you sit here, you feel kind of uneasy. It's not like an incredibly jarring experience, but it doesn't feel right.
You
The
don't look
chair.
any different. Try talking.
I'll try talking by saying the chair doesn't feel too comfortable.
He doesn't sound any different.
Yeah, I'll get off on.
I look better on the throne.
How would you know? You didn't see yourself.
I know. Do you want to try, Jesse?
Yeah, let me try this.
Wisdom saving throw.
Just rolls a nat 20 in a sense to become the dwarven god. Oh.
3.
Yeah, you're feeling more what Kothar mentions. It just feels uncomfortable and uneasy. There is a magic there, but it seems to almost repel you. You feel like you need to kind of get out of the seat.
I will get out of the seat.
Sure.
But you didn't try talking.
It was not for me.
Do you want to get back on the throne, BP?
Maybe BP is the chosen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back on the throne.
Okay. It feels good. You feel that magic surge through you again.
See, I just fit the throne.
When BP says that, his echoing voice booms throughout the hall, and some sort of magic alights a set of chandeliers up on the ceiling, and the whole place lights up.
Oh, golly!
DP did not mean to do that, but his presence evoked it.
You feel like there's more things that you have power over while you're seated here, BP.
I look at the column.
I feel like the throne is getting to BP's head.
Looks to Jesse, we're gonna have to get this motherfucker off of there. When you look over at the columns, you can see they rise up towards the ceiling and hold powerful supports up there. There's big stony beams that go across.
I try to close the big stone doors with my mind.
Sure, they close.
Oh my god!
DP is a god.
You guys notice that when BP looks over your shoulders and stares at the door behind you, they just close out of nowhere. And then BP says he's a god.
Do you know the way out of here, throne god?
Can I try evoking a map of this place?
No, but you can feel like you have power over things down the different hallways. Though, you don't really know what'll happen if you decide to act on them. If you do wish to, just tell me which hallway.
Hey, peasant, do you mind exploring the hallways?
His voice echoes out.
Are the hallways lit?
The hallways are... yes, they're lit now as well.
Would you mind investigating the hallways for me to know what is in them?
Who is peasant?
BP apologizes for the previous statement. Friend, would you mind investigating down the hallways? Please.
Should it be both of us? Should we go different ways?
I guess. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Kothar, as you go and turn the corner down this one, you see the torches that light along the hallway, and they meet with an incredibly large fortified door. So incredibly imposing is it that on left and right you see stony dwarven statues practically guarding it. They have large axes in their hands, and this hallway is rife with dead bodies. You see skeletons left and right all over the place. The doors seem to be closed, and where the doors meet, where that seam runs down its center, there's an incredibly large and stone lock. As for you, Jesse, which one are you going down? This one or this one?
That one.
This one eventually turns around the corner, and you see what looks like a large room already alight. It is absolutely gargantuan, and one of the most beautiful things that you've ever seen. In front of you is what is clearly a blacksmith, like a blacksmith's, what the fuck is it called? A forge? And
There you go.
the forge is huge, and its actual opening, where you would put the fuel or steel to be worked, is shaped so that it is the mouth of a massive dwarven head at the back of the wall, which is probably 15 feet across. The beard breaks up into two large braids that move throughout the room, going about halfway down the hall, and on left and right, coming out of the braid, you see what look like tool benches and anvils and whatnot.
Are there valuable items in here? Like really nice weaponry or armor or...
I'd like you to roll luck, please.
Huh.
Eh.
It does not appear the forge has been completely looted, and you see what look like weapons and armor lining the walls. They are clearly of dwarven make. You don't see the elegant, long curved blades of elves or the straightforward tools that humans like to use, but instead the sharp and jagged lines akin to the dwarven craft.
I suppose I'll go and check out or investigate the most valuable looking things or the most unique looking things.
Sure. Yeah, you start to wander through the room. There's swords and axes and hammers all over the place. You're like, this is cool. Meanwhile, Kothar, you're over here. I'd like you to make a luck roll as well, please.
Okay.
Slightly better.
Okay. You notice something as well, which is that in front of you, the door, though clearly heavily guarded, has been pushed ajar. It's not locked.
I'm gonna walk over to Throne God.
Please.
Please, refer to me as DP.
I didn't even call you. That wasn't in character. Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Why would I say out loud, I walk over to Throne God?
I thought you said like throne god is what I thought.
Okay.
Can he be walking into me like opening, closing the door?
Sure.
I'm going to investigate this area. I just want to make sure do you have control of it? Because
I can feel something down there. Let me, give me a moment.
And
there's a lot of dead bodies.
I'll influence his hallway.
Sure. You hear a stony slam and then a click.
What?
And then right after that, as you turn around and look down there, Kothar, you see that the doors look closed. As for you, BP, something else creeps in. Some sort of information tickles on the back of your mind, and you hear dwarven words speaking something into your brain. But, as you don't understand Dwarvish, you have no idea what they're getting at.
Yes, I agree, dwarves.
And I'll open his door.
Okay. The door clicks and opens again.
Okay. I'm gonna go look. Okay.
Will do.
Alright. I'm just gonna kind of move the bodies out the way and with my feet and walk in there.
When you step in, what you see is a dwarven vault in front of you, a room that looks like it was made specifically to hold treasure. You see weapon racks and armor racks as well as chests, but everything is open and looks like it's been thoroughly looted, leaving nothing but stray coins and things like that laying about the room.
Ah, nuts. I guess, can I investigate anyway? Like, maybe, I don't know.
Sure. Make an investigation check. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe something was forgotten.
Wait, I don't want to, like, jip you. I'm really, really bad. Should I even roll it?
I think you should.
Okay.
You got this, buddy. Ooh.
The fish helped me.
Whoa.
That's a smile that you can count on.
This is a
That's
Death
a
fish approved.
17.
Ah. You do find something. Rummaging around, you start to look in the different containers. There's nothing more, well, nothing more of a letdown, really, than to find somewhere where valuables are stored, and somebody else has already been there. What you find on the ground is little stray pieces of silver and copper, barely worth taking other than to get a meal at a tavern. But then you notice something. There, in the corner, at first appearing like a silver piece, but then upon inspection, something else. You retrieve what looks like a very thick band. It's a ring, a dwarven ring of some kind. It has been shaped so that the band going around looks more or less normal, but the decoration at the top looks like two fists, which are, two hands which are grabbing onto each other at the wrist. You know, in that kind of like the strong handshake sort of thing.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kotar's never had experience with cursed items, so I'm just gonna put it on.
The moment that you put on the ring,
Damn.
you feel beef.
Oh!
And your muscles seem to swell. Your veins pop a little bit. You're feeling good. Kothar, you don't actually know what this ring does yet, but it has some sort of power that it's lending you.
Kotar's by himself, so I'll flex a bit, and then I'll just walk out.
Okay. BP, your subject comes back, and suddenly the peasantry looks like they've been hitting the gym.
Damn! That's not BP's voice. Shit.
Damn!
Go. Oh. You are looking swole, companion.
Yeah, I'll take this moment to expect myself, because I feel different, but I can't see myself.
Sure, yeah, you look and, like, sure enough, yeah, maybe my muscles are a little bit bigger. Not by much, but I do feel good.
Give a thumbs up.
Now, meanwhile, over in the other room, Jesse, you're wandering around and looking through the place, and you find what looks like a couple of shields, as well as some one-handed weapons and a couple of two-handed weapons as well that the dwarves have. Now, being somebody who is more on the dexterous side, you find very little in terms of weaponry that could help you out here. The only thing available appears to be big bludgeoning, slicey, dicey sort of strength fighter weapons.
I know someone who wants that. I will come back outside and report what I found.
Sure.
Jesse, you are looking the same.
Was I supposed to? Oh.
Damn, am I right?
Yeah. Anyways, this room that I was in was a massive forge. There were tons of mighty weapons and dwarven smithing things of the such all over the place. Kothar, I think you might really enjoy some of the things in here.
Oh no!
Well, now I have.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I'll come look at it immediately.
Okay.
I'll kind of stay behind and talk to BP for a second. Like, has anything happened to you? Do you feel like any different besides what's already happening?
There seem to be voices in my head, but I do not understand them.
Do they happen to be Dwarvish? Because I do speak Dwarvish.
Yes, they do.
Do you remember what they said, or is it just mumbo jumbo? At least a little.
Was there any punctuation in the dwarf
You
god's
can try and
voice?
recreate it. Make a straight intelligence roll, please.
Too good at that.
Bruh.
It's a 2.
Kind of sounded like don't say.
Well, what does that mean in Dwarvish?
He says to you in Dwarvish, Sunday, Sunday, moldy bread.
perhaps maybe you didn't remember what they said. It's unfortunate.
If it comes up again, I'll remember better.
Okay. Speaking of which, is there any like writing or inscription anywhere that's in Dwarvish?
Looking about here? No, not that you can see.
Suppose while Kothar is in there, I'll go explore this hallway.
Okay.
Grand idea.
Roll luck, please.
What was that?
Look, I'm.
Oh, come on, man. It was so good for a second. 6?
Okay. This hall, too, turns, and it's the longest hall of all of them. You can see on the left-hand side what looks to be multiple rooms. And it's like all the different living quarters and chambers and whatnot here. Each one is fairly small. It's like, 20 by 30 room. You see a bed at the back there, a little dresser, that kind of thing. Most of it, though, is just covered in like cobwebs and, has decayed over the years. You don't see anything useful immediately.
I will investigate these rooms.
Please roll.
Investigation.
Hey.
A proficient 23.
Ah. Looking around in here, you find very little. Passing by one room after the next, it's just disappointment. Opening a wardrobe, you find clothes which are so badly eaten by moths they're barely recognizable beyond just old rags. And checking into equipment trunks, you see like a buckle there with no belt since the leather has rotted away. The smell of stale rations in another room. But when you finally get towards the last room, chance seems to make a turn in your favor. There's one of those trunks at the side of the bed, and you've already opened about 10 of those by now, expecting to find nothing. You haul the thing open and notice the remnants of a backpack. And in that backpack, most things have decayed, but one thing seems to have survived. And you pull out what looks to be an interesting dagger of some kind. It's the first time you've seen any form of dexterous weapon here. And the blade to it is certainly a curved thing that doesn't look like it belongs in the hands of a dwarf.
Okay. Does it... I guess there's no way for me to tell. Does it seem magical at all?
You can make for me an insight roll as you hold it.
Roll. Oh. 12?
Holding the dagger in your hand, you make a couple of motions. You're in the business of stealing and stabbing, and, kind of do a couple of tests here with the blade. A little swish here, a little parry there. It feels very good. It's well balanced. It's certainly not suited to stabbing very well, but it slashes with ease. There's no way to tell if it's magical yet, but it definitely is a nice weapon.
Suppose I'll take it with me.
Okay. You can pocket a unidentified curved dagger. Kothar, you go around the corner and stare into this large forge room. Sure enough, what Jesse has said seems to be true. Big hammers, bluntish swords, all the stuff you could possibly want for just beating the shit out of people type weaponry is all over the place.
Woohoo!
You also notice there are shields and what looks to be incomplete sets of armor.
Since I'm proficient in it, can I well, that was me. I guess what I'm trying to do is there anything? So I obviously found a magical ring, did something magical. Can I check to see if there's anything magical here? I just have, I have proficiency in Arcana, but I don't know if that helps.
You can make an investigation roll as you look around.
Alright. Oh, 16.
Sadly, no.
Damn it. Alright, yeah, I'll just, grab. Well, I lost my longsword, so yeah, I'll grab a longsword if there
Sure.
is one. And then
The longsword here is hefty. It seems to be of good make, and it feels unbelievably sturdy in your hands. You're pretty sure that even if you had used this for days and days and days and were unable to resharpen it, it would be just as effective as a metal club.
Okay. Write down dwarven. This is dwarven maker.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna write down dwarven longsword. Guess can't have too many hammers. Grab a warhammer if there's one.
Sure, you can grab one of those too. They're even heftier than your hammers.
Ooh. Is there? Okay, so there.
As for you, BP, have you been doing anything while your subjects have been searching around those 2 rooms?
Aside from the 3 hallways, does it feel like I can influence anything else?
You do feel that your power extends a little bit further beyond the hallways, but not in the sense that you can activate other stuff. Just like you have like an understanding of the area, and those tendrils, like that AOE, seems to extend even past this room a little bit.
Into the outside?
Yeah.
What am I sensing anything from the outside, like those statues or anything?
No.
I'm gonna influence Jesse's hallway right now.
Jesse, as you are leaving the hallway here with that interesting dagger you got, all the doors behind you suddenly close.
Did you like that, Jesse?
Yeah, try not to scare the shit out of me, Your Highness.
I
It's perfect.
apologize, but I rule.
Jesse was born to be a sassy servant.
Does my voice boom to like across all over?
Yep.
Kothar, watch this.
I'm gonna influence Kothar's room.
You look down the hall towards the voice, and then suddenly a huge roaring fire like explodes out of the dwarf's mouth, and the flames suddenly rise up. His eyes turn to like red windows into the forge, and the whole room comes alight and becomes heated.
Was it cool? What happened?
You turned the fire on.
Awesome.
Are you guys going back to the main room after gearing up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I
two
try
of you
placing
return.
influence on my throne?
What's that?
Can I try placing influence on my throne? See if that does anything.
Oh, now you fucked up.
I want you to make a luck roll, please.
Greed.
Oh, nat one.
You're hubris.
Yeah, you die.
To your right, a piece of stone starts to move up out of the side throne there. It starts to come up, and then it opens like a chest. The top lid of stone flicks back, and you see the perfect imprint of a sword.
Oh.
But there's nothing there.
Oh. Anything on the left chest or left portion?
As you look over there, just your gaze is enough to summon it, and you see the same thing comes up, but instead it looks like the imprint of a shield, also missing.
That would have been cooler. Well, are we finished here.
When you steal a car, look in the glove compartment and it's empty.
Shall we leave?
I mean, unless there's any other rooms.
I don't feel any secret rooms, do I?
Make for me a insight roll, please.
Secret room. Secret room. Secret room.
That's 2 nat 1s in a row. I'm a king at rolling nat 1s tonight.
You try and extend your mind outwards. Maybe there's more than just the hallways you see. And as you try and move it about the room and see if there's anything else you can sort of send your energy towards, you don't get anything. But whatever it is that you're doing, or maybe just happen chance, seems to spawn more dwarven words that come bubbling up into your mind.
Try really hard to remember them.
Okay. Make for me an intelligence roll if you wish to repeat them to Jesse, but do so with disadvantage. Since your insight roll was literal garbaggio. Oh my god, he's done it though!
14.
Garbaggio. This just got me.
The words that BP repeats to you say, "Sire, there are enemies approaching from the deep." BP says it to you, completely unaware of what it is that he's saying. What do you say, Jesse?
Are they complimenting me? Calling me a great king?
His voice sounds awfully good, but you know something awfully bad is happening.
My eyes kind of widen, and I'll say, no, those are definitely not good things.
And then you hear a thump from out behind the door.
Which door?
This one.
Oh God.
What the message said was that there are enemies approaching us right now.
I draw my new Dwarven Warhammer and longsword in each hand.
I will immediately go to hide here.
And I hiss.
Do I sense how many people? Or like how many enemies?
Oh, interesting. Make a new insight roll and get a lot better in a 1.
Oh, 19!
Oh, not bad. You can sense it. You try and place your mind on the other side of the door. You can't quite see it, but you can feel that it must be... It's a large creature, bigger than a dwarf, bigger than a man. It has a hulking figure to it. You hear the smash twice again. It's climbing up the pillars of the bridge. It'll be up here soon. The thing is large, probably about 3 or 4 feet taller than Kothar.
It's big as fuck.
It seems like shaggy almost, like it has like a furry quality to it. You don't think it has any weapons. You don't sense metal there. It's getting closer.
It's big.
Taking no Jesse, maybe ambushing this might be best. So I'm gonna hide behind a pillar.
It's big as fuck. Maybe we just hide.
You feel the thing on the bridge now.
Or you guys will ambush and I'll draw its attention.
VP's gonna sit on the throne and
Yes.
like both his arms are on the armrest and his pistol's in his left hand just ready to fire. just laid back and ready.
I'm gonna motion to Jesse, and I'm gonna point to myself.
Something smashes on the door as you're trying to give instructions to him, and the door seems to quiver ever so gently. You feel like you have control over the door there. What do you want to do?
Like a lot of control?
Like, you can open or close it if you wish.
I was gonna just make him swing out and bash me, but
It seems to open inwards, so...
Oh man, I know what you should do, but I'm not on the throne.
I don't worry, I have ideas. I don't worry. I don't have control over those statues outside, right? There's no way they turn into huge guards, right?
It doesn't seem like it.
Damn, that's how I thought what happened to Dwarven guys in the hallway. I thought they got obliterated by the statue. That's why I was sweating. Like, I swear to God, if he makes these statues kill me.
Is there anything on the ceiling?
The chandeliers that you can see.
Okay.
Prepare yourselves. We are going to war.
There's another smash on the door. This time, the door quivers ever so slightly.
I'm opening the gate.
I'll open them.
The gates open and a large creature comes bursting through. It has red fur and what looks like sort of bluish skin. Its mouth is similar to that of like a gorilla combined with like an apex predator, like maybe a tiger or a wolf. And its fists are massive. They smash open the door. Now that they're just creaked open a bit, it bashes them to the side and gets in. I need everybody to please roll initiative. Well, I rolled a 1, so fuck me.
I rolled really well.
I rolled 15.
That's awkward. DB's not.
Alright, looks like you're first, BP. What do you want to do? You're laying back, chillaxing in your throne. Somebody new, a big boy, is trying to break into your home.
Why is that? Sit in your throne. Big boy trying to break your throne.
I raise up my gun arm, point at it, Hunter's mark it,
Okay.
and still pistol resting on the sidearm, pop 2 shots.
Okay. Make your shots, please.
Oh,
Nothing.
nothing good. I got a 16 on the 9.
16 hits. Roll damage.
Ooh. 14.
14 damage.
You trespass in a domain belonging to a god.
The thing calls out, and it takes a shot to the chest. The first one is a miss, and it hits the stone behind it, but the second one seems to find its mark and sends blood out onto the floor. But right after that, you seem to have sent it into a rage, and it comes running towards you. Is that your turn?
Hey, yep, staying right on my throne.
Okay, Jesse, it's your turn.
I will. Sorry. I will just draw my short bow and shoot at it with sneak attack. So shoot him with hit it with my short.
You want?
Yep.
And he can't see me, so this should go.
Yeah, roll stealth first for your bonus action, and then if you end up sneaking, then you can roll with advantage on your shot. So we'll see if he notices you hiding behind the pillar. He rolled okay.
19 on the stealth.
Jesus!
Whoa, yeah, you beat him. Roll with advantage.
Holy shit!
My stealth advantage was 10. I mean, my stealth bonus.
How?
Jesus! I'm trying to roll at the same time.
Yeah, you can do it, I believe. You drag a box over... Okay, or you do that. Here we go.
Yeah, just box drag it.
Oh! You double all of the dice!
The big Damaga!
The rogue crits! They're coming in!
So here,
So,
you
I need to
have
figure out how many dice to roll.
1 for the bow, and then you have, I think, 3 for...
3 for the sneak attack.
Yeah. So then you double that because you just crit.
So
and then
8d6.
you quadrizzle the size. Mr. Clown Dice. Do it.
And yeah.
And I
Add your
add
dex.
my dex to all these numbers?
No, just once.
Just the overall result gets a dex.
Listen to that sound.
Doesn't that just feel right? Oh, I see some good
Okay.
ones.
This is a...
My God.
With dex, this is 39.
Oh,
Bow! Just shot him in the fucking mouth.
holy shit, dude.
The creature bursts through the door. You put a shot into its chest. It doesn't look phased at all. It runs about 5 feet, and then it leaps up through the air. And through the air, coming towards you, BP, it raises up its fists. And with its fists up, you see what looks like flames of hellfire that start to appear around it as it's coming down, about to smash into you. You wonder, as it's sailing through the air, if leaving the throne might be a good idea, when an arrow comes out of nowhere and pierces one side of its head, and then pokes out of the other, with just a small spritz of brain matter popping out of the other side, and it smashes into the ground and slides up to you and just ends right at the front of the throne, and you're no longer in combat.
Good.
Good job. The
I'm
king
gonna slowly-
appreciates your assistance.
Slowly step over the pillar, just like, what?
I'll close the doors.
The doors close.
I'll look at my short bow for a second. It's just a little bow, man.
When you kill
My goodness.
Godzilla with a Fisher Price toy.
So they're like, damn.
Someone should give that man a reward.
And I'll step down from the throne.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm going to use my lizard folk feature.
Great job, Jess.
I didn't think that was going to happen, but it worked out that way, so, yeah, that was good. Thank you.
Everything went according to plan.
Yeah, the plan was to have Jesse fire a god arrow at it. Easy.
I was legit about to like delay my turn and like try to run at it. But damn, I guess that did it.
I think that tops my damage. I think my highest was what, 37? And he just got 39?
I thought your hit was in, like, the 40s or something.
I thought it was 37. Well,
The guy at the Jacob's last day, that day. That guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yo, like with that, I just straight up just heard the Unreal announcer just like scream in my ear once you shot him. It's like,
Holy shit!
Can I hunter sense its dead corpse?
right now,
I would
like,
say, given how fresh the kill is, sure.
I am harvesting.
You know what has just been felled here is a Barlgura.
Barlgura.
Yes. And you know from your hunter's sense that this is a type of demon that lives in the deep. They can weigh up to like a few hundred pounds, have incredible speed, and tend to guard their territory quite fiercely. You know... Oh yeah, you know like its immunities and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You know that it's immune to being poisoned, to poison damage, and it's resistant to cold fire and lightning.
Not a short bow arrow.
Apparently not.
Jesus, like, yeah, we have time. I'm gonna like make a weapon out of this guy and give it to Jesse.
Sure. What are you gonna give him?
Well, it says I can only make shield, clubs, javelins, or darts, or blowgun. So, I mean, I was hoping to make a dagger for.
I'd say you could.
Yeah, I'll make a dagger for.
Make for me a survival roll, please, to see just like
Okay.
how nicely you make this.
Are you using its like bones?
Mm-hmm.
It's 11.
Okay. Using some of the bones cut from this creature, Jesse, you are handed a dagger by Kothar. Perhaps a sentimental piece to commemorate what may be one of the coolest shots of all time, and the moment when you realize that you may have gone from being a thief in a small town to a pretty decent assassin.
Yeah.
Oh, did you share that it's a demon to us, Uchi?
Yeah, I'll spout everything back. Like a
Yeah.
Pokedex.
Yeah, I'll
Demon Pokemon.
hand you the dagger and kind of like hold your arm up, like, "Hail, Jesse, Demon Slayer."
Thank you.
Oh, wait, one moment. Hail, Jesse, Demon Slayer.
It echoes throughout the hall as you hold this new bone dagger, and we will end the session there.
Nice.
Hey, we didn't die.
We didn't die. Although now we're in the Underdark. Why does everything got lead back to the Underdark?
This is quite a fucking well.
Hey, no bullshit. I just thought about that. We like fell for like an hour and then just end up in a belly.
I bet this guy doesn't even know, like the ruler or whoever, the ghosty fuck, probably doesn't even know what's down here. He's like, yeah, people die when they're thrown down there, so it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. That's how we execute people here. It's more elegant.
They just go down a well and never come back.
Oh, well, players, I think you did a pretty damn good job. You all managed to survive a few perils. And audience, good to have you. Patrons, couldn't do it without you. We'll see you on the next one, Monday next week, for some more D and Dizzle then. And I might have the camera back on because I'll hopefully no longer be sick. So catch
You
you
look
later.
like dog trash.
Oh, I feel like a sack of bullshit, dude. Not doing good. Not doing good. I get sick like once or twice a year, and this time it's pretty bad. But anyway, great sesh, and peace out, Twitch.
Peace, Twitch.
Oh, sorry about that thing at the beginning that this racist said. Jesus.
What?
Miguel does hate all of me.
Yeah.
Definitely being the whitest guy I know.
Yeah.
The
That's
most.
me. Yo,
He's
we
the
don't
most
have some-
Peruvian-looking motherfucker.
We all had some good moments in this session. You know,
Yeah.